Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 43 of the NFL edition. I am one quarter now of your host, Alex Loosemore. I'll bring the other guys in a little bit here. We've got a lot to go over tonight. Obviously, there was a lot of news that happened. We've got our week 3 out of 4 of our positional rankings for the draft. We've got interior offensive linemen, edge rushers, and linebackers. And then we're going to start, as you can see behind me here, the NFL team draft. So what we're going to do is me, Johnny, Ben, and Alec, we're each going to pick 8 teams, 4 teams from the NFC, 4 teams from the AFC. We'll do NFC this week, AFC next week. We'll randomize each round who gets the first pick. And then, we'll pick the 16 teams this week, 16 next week. And then we're going to keep track throughout the season. So I'll keep track of the rosters, essentially, who gets what team. And then as the season goes on, say I've got the Bucs and the Bucs win a game, I get a point. And we'll keep track of the points throughout the season all the way through until the Super Bowl. And once the Super Bowl is done, if that game matters in the standings, we will crown a winner. It's just bragging rights. We'll do that along with our game picks each week. Kind of give some more interactive things to go with the crowd here. I think that's all. As I can see here, we've got a comment already. Sean Spencer, thank you for tuning in. Says, what's up, Alec? Whatever you guys want us to talk about, put it in the comments. We love feeding off your comments. Anything you guys want us to discuss, put it there, and we will talk about it. You can help us out by liking the show, sharing it from wherever you're watching, following, depending on where you're watching it, subscribing if you're on YouTube. It really helps us out, helps us get this out to a bunch of people, get more people viewing this, have some more fun with it. So, like, share, subscribe. How about them Red Wings? 3-0 win tonight over Carolina. Very good hockey team. So, this is kind of time where we want to start losing, though. Anyways, I'll bring in two other hosts here. And then, obviously, Johnny, when he's done, he'll bring himself in. I'll start off with, we've got him nicknamed Rookie tonight, the second newest guy. Ben, how we doing, Ben?
Good, Alex. How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. And then just before we go through the news here, I'll bring in the newest host for the NFL edition. We got him nicknamed Proby here. He's going through his probation with us. Alec Schomber, how we doing, Alec?
Doing good, Alex. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. All right, yeah. So, Johnny, when you're ready, bring yourself in. I'll just start going through the news here. And, something that just happened before the show. We'll throw this in. Tampa Bay Lightning finally clinched a playoff berth. It was bound to happen at some point here. They're a good hockey team. They were going to be in one way or another. But congrats to them for getting in finally. All right, so I started the news from the furthest stuff away to the most recent stuff because I started it last night. Didn't really want to put a whole bunch of stuff in and then throw the new stuff in at the end. So Lions head coach Dan Campbell came out and said an elite quarterback isn't necessary to have sustained success in the NFL. I disagree. Look at all the teams that are doing really, really well outside of the 49ers, they all have elite quarterbacks. Obviously, wherever Brady goes, they're successful. You've got, well, and I guess it depends on your level or what you deem successful, because you've got Rodgers, who wins 13 games every year and chokes in the playoffs. You've got Mahomes, who's been out of this world in the win-loss category and the stats-wise. The one Super Bowl. You've got Lamar Jackson, who's always been so good on the field. Like, you've got Josh Allen now is into that mold. Buffalo's very successful. I think you need that elite guy to go anywhere in this league.
So let me ask you, Alex. When's the last time a team that won a Super Bowl that didn't have an elite quarterback? Can you think?
I would say 2012. I think it was Joe Flacco.
Yeah. So
that kind of says it right there.
So your head coach might want to step up here a little bit, kind of revisit that down the line, because eventually you're going to have to get a quarterback.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if Goff's going to be your future or not. We'll see. I doubt it, but who knows?
Part of what I get from this as well is saying without saying that they're not really going quarterback this year. Saying that Goff's, like, showing the confidence in Goff, saying he's good enough to win you some games, which every coach says about their quarterback. But yeah, just kind of saying Goff's our guy, we're sticking with him.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't take a quarterback right now.
God no. Not with that roster.
No. No.
Alec, anything to add on that?
In my opinion, I feel like with your team, as no matter what, I don't wait. Like you said last week, with the quarterback with number 32, I could see them going Matt Corral with that last pick.
If he's there,
as you know how like some teams have like their quarterback that follows the starting quarterback, like learns more about the system. They could go that route, or they can just ride out the season, hopefully get like a top 10 pick and go with the quarterback they have next year.
Yeah.
But it has to be a start-ready quarterback, though.
Next year, there's like 5 or 6.
Yeah, I was saying, like, if other teams are falling, they now pick a lot of quarterbacks in that first round ahead of you guys.
Yeah. All right. Tyrann Mathieu said he's heartbroken over leaving the Chiefs, but business trumps all.
Yeah. I think it's going to come down to the Eagles or Saints. It might be the Eagles.
Yeah, that's where I'm leaning to.
Yeah.
Alec?
I'm leaning towards the Eagles. Just keep away for Saints. We don't want them there. Don't want them there. Deal with that Tom Brady, Tyrann Mathieu trash talk for a whole year.
Why? That makes it exciting.
Brady
it does.
face 2 times a year.
If we had Steve Hockley roughing that game, it's not going to look good for us.
Oh, come on. Enough with the refs. Come on, man.
Yeah.
We need to beat the Saints consistently, dude. We haven't done that. We've only done it once in the last 3 or 4 years. And that was the playoff game. So
yeah, it's got to start happening in the regular season here. You guys got to start owning that.
Back to sweep the Saints.
Do you know that's one of only, I think, 3 teams he has a losing record against?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know why my camera just did that, but
stop kicking your computer.
I didn't even move.
What are you, the dude now, or what? What are you?
Apparently, that's the default avatar it goes to.
He got hacked.
He's watching.
Yeah, the dude's hacking.
He's watching.
All right. How we doing, Johnny?
Seriously, man? You're the boss now?
I
want to say something about Goff and Campbell.
Yeah.
He's kind of right. You don't have to have an elite quarterback because Goff has gotten to the Super Bowl. You do have to have a smart quarterback to win the Super Bowl, though.
Yeah.
So we've all seen shit the Panthers got there with what's his name?
Cam Newton.
No, the other guy.
Jake Delhomme.
Delhomme, yeah.
Delhomme, yeah.
And he definitely was not an elite quarterback. We know that.
I mean, Trent Dilfer, Brad Johnson.
Oh, please. All Trent Dilfer had to do was hand the ball off. You're winning the Super Bowl. Jamal Lewis,
That defense,
Priest Holmes. That's all you needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bucks fans will hate me for saying it, but Doug Williams wasn't an elite quarterback. He was a backup and went back to being a backup after the Super Bowl. So,
Yeah.
No, that's fair. No, that's a fair assessment.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking older when they were running the ball a hell of a lot more, but it's still relevant today. If you got a great team and a average quarterback, you can do some things.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
You can't win a championship solely on defense. It's happened before, multiple times.
$22, the $22 or 2021 bucks.
We forgot about that one.
Yeah,
Nick Foles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
31-9. 31-9. That was pretty good.
Okay, we'll give CJ. That was CJ came up with that one. So
yeah,
we stand corrected.
Ben steers the ship. Wow. No, Andrew.
All right.
Oh,
yeah. He was just making the comment off the boss hacking me. All right. The Ravens have a couple things here. They're engaging in talks with Melvin Gordon. I don't know why he'd be like their third running back. The Ravens.
Oh.
I don't see him. Well, he might be ahead of Gus Edwards, but to me, I would take J.K.
I don't even think he'd be ahead of Gus Edwards.
I can see why they're doing that, though, because what happened last year when they had like 4 running backs.
I don't think that happens again. Like,
if it happens again, that's gonna be some. They need to fix that practice.
No, Sean King. They didn't even go to a Super Bowl that year.
Yeah, Sean King had a real good run there.
Yeah, he played some good games, but he was never going to be a great quarterback.
No, that's what he's talking about, though. He was an average quarterback that took a good team on a good run there.
Gordon replaced Freeman.
What?
Melvin Gordon to replace Devonta Freeman.
Oh, Freeman.
I can see that.
I would trust Gordon more than Freeman.
Well, and Freeman's
last season. Like last season.
Well, and Gordon can catch the ball, so you.
I don't know. Look up their stats from last year. I think Freeman had better stats than Gordon last year.
Yeah, I would think so.
And that's playing hurt half the season, so.
Yeah. The other Ravens news that kind of surprised me is Calais Campbell's getting a 2-year deal for $12.5 million.
Yeah.
I thought he was retiring, and then I thought if he was coming back, it was only a 1-year deal.
I think he tried to market and saw what he was worth now. Because remember, he was like one of the first $100 million.
When he went to Jacksonville.
Yeah. So I think he was just trying out the market to see what he was really worth out there on the market, and he went back to Ravens and said, "Look, this is what it is."
To me, though, it seemed all year like he was going towards retirement. Like,
I thought he was going to retire, honestly, because he's lost a step. We all know that, but he still has that power, dude.
Yeah.
Well, and he's a good veteran presence. You know, they are going to get younger, so why not keep him at least another year? Now, is that 2-year? Is that second year an option, or?
I have no idea.
You don't know the details. Oh, okay.
I just saw 2 years, $12.5 million. I didn't look into it enough.
Oh, okay. I was just curious because in case like after this year, if they want to, if he feels like he needs to retire or, the Ravens want to move on.
That one I say no to. I don't think he gets traded unless somebody offers him like a big deal. But I think that's like.
I think the next headline we're going to hear out of Murray's camp is his agent being fired.
I can see it.
Let's say like Seattle. Let's say gets traded within division. Like a team that actually has 3 first-round picks.
Well, Seattle's Baker Mayfield's destination. Didn't you hear him?
It is.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield specifically said he wants to go to Seattle.
Seattle or
name drop
Indy, and Indy's already said no to him. So
yeah,
deep down Detroit. It's progressive.
Good evening, Misador. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, me. No, I don't think Seattle's going to do it. I don't see them trading for Mayfield.
Well, what
I can see them doing it.
I'm sorry, I don't think Seattle can go into the season with the quarterbacks they have right now.
Yeah, Drew Lock and Geno Smith are not enough.
And people that want to really dog on Baker Mayfield, you got to stop and remember that guy played with so many friggin' injuries this last year that he was a walking dead.
Well, what I'm thinking is, what's Cleveland going to ask? What are they going to ask for? In return for
what are they going to do?
Baker
Pay him $35 million to sit on the bench alongside?
Well, no,
Watson?
But I mean,
you pretty much gotta get whatever you can get for him.
But
they already know the market's low right now?
But doesn't his salary go down after June 1st?
Right, after the first their arrangements.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I wonder if they have arrangements, like you're saying, where after the new NFL year starts.
Well, I don't think it does because it's the 5th-year option thing, so it's just kind of set.
So it's just okay. So it's just set up. There's no.
Yeah.
No,
I think it's just that money and it's fully guaranteed. I think on the option.
That's bad on Cleveland's part for picking up that option. If you think about it now.
Well, I mean, it is and it isn't because back then you weren't sure, right? So you had to decide this last year.
I know, but
Cleveland's jumped the gun on a lot of things here in the last.
Well, that's the thing. It's Cleveland. Yeah. It's Cleveland. That's
yeah.
So the Bears did that with Glennon. Yeah, they did that.
They honestly should have taken Baker to the side and made some kind of arrangements with him when they decided that they wanted to go all in for Watson. And said, look, we can do this, and this, and we'll let you have an option to go wherever you want to go, or blah, blah, blah. They didn't say shit to the guy. And they build him as the next, their guy. That was their next Bernie Kosar. They built him up like that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I can understand him being pissy about that shit.
No, yeah, I don't blame him either. I just, Cleveland, it's Cleveland,
Right.
Yeah.
So.
And to me personally, looking at next year's draft, Bryce Young's the 3rd quarterback. I'm not huge on Bryce Young.
I think he needs another year, dude. I mean,
we'll get to see it this year, right? So
we'll get to see it this year, but I mean, he's got a lot to learn, man. That game against Georgia in the title game, he got exposed. I mean,
And to me, Stroud's the clear number 1 guy next year.
I agree.
The Ohio State guy, yeah.
So far, we got to see what the season brings.
Well, yeah, I'm saying as we look at it now.
Right.
Yeah.
And then number 2 is, the Kentucky quarterback is climbing up there. He looks good. And then you got a bunch of other quarterbacks. JT Daniels transferred to West Virginia. So that could be interesting there.
I'm just going to focus my views on the guys who don't play in the Big 5, who actually go out there, and some of these smaller schools, they rely more on the quarterback to do a job than they do calling in plays and shit. A lot of those guys do that, man. And that's where I see the best talent at with quarterbacks, is the guys that are like Trey Lance, man. He came in knowing how to call, and he'd only played a season, and he came in knowing more about calling plays than any of the guys that were drafted last year. So that's what I'm looking for.
The question is, are we going to see him this year? That's the question.
Well, yeah, I guarantee it. The only way you're not going to see Trey Lance, they can't afford to get Jimmy on the bench. They're going to. You were just talking about the June 2nd deadline. That's when you'll see Jimmy moving around. That's what.
Where's he gonna? Are they just gonna cut him, or are they just
gonna? No, they're gonna wait for a quarterback.
That's what teams are wanting them to do. The teams are wanting them to just cut him. They know there's a deadline coming up, and
so you got Seattle and Carolina. Those are the only 2 destinations that don't have a really.
About Indy. Indy's still in the hunt.
Matt
Ryan.
Oh, that's right. Fucking.
Yeah.
I was still thinking Matt Ryan was in Atlanta, man. I forgot all about that somehow.
So Matt Ryan is so
undervalued. Matt Ryan is so undervalued that when there's a big trade with him, you still forget about it.
I'm excited for Matt Ryan in Indy this year.
Yeah, me too.
I hope they get another receiver to help out Pittman, and then watch out.
Yep.
Yeah, jumping back to Kyler Murray, where do we see actual legitimate
there you go
options for him?
Kyler Murray, he's gonna stay.
Yeah, but
do you really see him gone? I mean, or being traded? Or
I see him trying to force himself out of there, but be careful what you wish for, Kyler.
Yeah, because at that point, who's throwing out offers? Like who's making legit offers? I guess I should say.
Nathan, I like that. I like that though. Pittsburgh, but they don't usually go free agency for quarterbacks either.
They usually go through a draft.
Yeah.
Let's say,
but they're going to need if I think Jimmy G would be great there.
Yeah.
See, I agree with that one though. Kyler will stay. He just wants more power.
Yeah, that's absolutely what it is.
He's trying to do that hold out for a contract. That's all he's trying to do. Trying to get the payday.
Yeah.
But they gotta see it from the ownership point of view. Like they went to the playoffs once, and then when they went to the playoffs, they just.
Now, I mean, in his perspective, they have improved every year.
Yeah, but it's like
I think Nathan was talking about. Hold on, I think Nathan was talking about Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that's another thing me just brought up too. Kyler can hold out and go play baseball.
Yeah.
Sorry, Johnny, I just said it.
Bye.
Yeah, so he's got the option to hold out and go do something else.
I'm not that excited about Kyler Murray. I mean, he's shown he's a choke artist,
and he's one of the
and this divas. Is one that we were just talking about. This we were just talking about how an average quarterback can do really well with a good strong team, and they've had a good strong team. So
they did last year.
They did the year before too. They were okay.
They were okay.
They were strong enough that they could have done a little bit more instead of choking as soon as the year before they had a 7-run winning streak they're going.
No, that was this past year.
No, that was the 12-run winning streak last year.
No, because they went 7-0, lost to Green Bay week 8.
Okay, week 8.
Yeah. And then they won another 4, and then they fell apart and lost 4 straight.
I mean, a lot of it's Kyler, but I think a lot of it's Cliff Kingsbury as well.
Could be, could be Kingsbury.
If AJ Green would have turned around, it would have been.
It could be a little bit of both.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing too: is Kyler's agent is also Cliff's agent, so he went and got Cliff that contract, and now he's playing hardball with Kyler. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a mess either way. So.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm with you, me.
Yeah, I think it's one more year until we see him.
Yeah.
Especially the fact that he gets
that's
to
fine.
Another year.
That is absolutely fine. I mean,
yeah.
Go ahead and learn, young man.
The more development, the better.
Yeah.
And yet you still didn't want to trade for him, Proby.
So was the 7-0 overrated?
I'll trade it though. So
was the 7-0 overrated? Well,
no, I don't think it was. I think that's what the team really is, and then when they have to depend on the quarterback is when they get screwed up.
Well, remember they beat the eventual Super Bowl champions in week 2 or 3, I think, in LA. So
and they beat them pretty bad too.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: a lot of people are forgetting too is when they started that losing streak. That's when DeAndre Hopkins went down. So you lose your top receiver.
That's true.
And then you're expecting all these guys that are supposed to be number 2 and 3s to be number 1. It doesn't work out.
And J.J. Watt was out
roster.
too.
Who was their backup?
J.J. Watt was gone.
They had Christian Kirk.
And
Rondell Moore.
And
AJ Green. Yeah.
So those were good backup wide receivers. You'd think,
but I mean, you've got AJ Green that doesn't have much chemistry. Rondell Moore doesn't have much chemistry. The only one that's got real chemistry with him is Christian Kirk.
Well, what I'm saying is, you got a Perryman with Jameis Winston with the Bucs, who stepped up and took that number 1 spot when Godwin and Evans were down, right? So you would think you got Kyler Murray, who's supposed to be a superstar, and a good team there. Why couldn't they step up? There's got to be something with the quarterback there.
I mean, we made Cyril Grayson look good, and no one knew who the heck he was until that game started. Until that game happened.
Yeah.
You gotta have chemistry with all your receivers.
And here's just with the whole Arizona thing as well. No one gave Cliff any credit until they started struggling, and then they started saying he's not a good coach. So I agree. If you're gonna say stuff when they're struggling, you gotta give them the credit when they're doing well too.
Well, the thing is though, Cliff Kingsbury's had good starts, but then they faltered the last every year he's been coaching that team, and that's all gone all the way back to Texas Tech where he was in college too. So he's done more not so good than good. Yes, he gets off to good starts, but he's never been able to maintain it until last year when they made the playoffs. But
it's the same, and it's the same thing we saw with Gruden. It's you get off to good starts and then you don't adjust your offense as an offensive coach, and then people start to figure out your scheme and figure out how to lock it down.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I just saw something pop up here. So remember that football that got auctioned off the day before Brady came back? His last touchdown pass ever. They just nullified the sale, so the guy gets his money back.
It's a good point by me, Sidor. Yeah, he doesn't know how to adjust.
They fixed the sale and they gave him his money back.
Yeah.
So I guess he doesn't get that Bitcoin from Tom Brady no more.
No.
Oh darn.
I would doubt it.
It's that one Bitcoin.
All right. Do we want to get into our positional rankings here?
Sure.
Was that all the news?
Oh no, there's still way more news. I just didn't know if we wanted to save it or.
I guess we can do positional rankings now. Yeah.
All right. All right. Interior offensive linemen, so guards and centers. Who wants to start?
Why don't you lead us off?
All right. So for the interior offensive lineman, I'll start there. Number 5, I have Cam Jurgens, the center from Nebraska. To me, and Johnny brought this up more so, and then I watched it and I saw it. He reminds you a lot of Jeff Saturday. That smaller center that's extremely athletic, gets into his spots where he needs to be. Probably second or third round player. Should be a good pickup for somebody.
Absolutely.
Number 4, I have Darian Kinnard, the guard from Kentucky. He's a guy that's kind of all over the place depending on where you look at rankings. To me, I like him a lot in that mid-second round is that road grading run blocker. He's not a great pass blocker. But that run blocking is enough for me to put him at number 4. And then my next 3 are all first-round guys. Number 3, Kenyon Green. I can play pretty much anywhere on the line. I don't like him too much at center.
Draft Nathan.
Yeah. These are rookie rankings here. Kenyon Green, Texas A&M. He's solid pass blocking, run blocking, anything you want him to do. But these other 2 are just head and shoulders above him. Number 2, I have Zion Johnson. To me, it's just a preference in Zion and Linderbaum. I like what I've seen more over the entire tape from Tyler Linderbaum. So he goes to number 1 for me. Playing against those bigger guys in the Big Ten and playing solid all year. But Zion Johnson or Tyler Linderbaum, no matter who you get, you should be happy. So 5 Cam Jurgens, 4 Darian Kinnard, 3 Kenyon Green, 2 Zion Johnson, and 1 Tyler Linderbaum.
Got me confused. I thought you were going 1 through 5. When you went backwards, I was like, wait a minute, he put Cam Jurgens at 1?
No.
Yeah, I'm going to go number 1, Zion Johnson, just because he's more versatile than Tyler Linderbaum has shown to be so far. Tyler Linderbaum might be just as versatile, but we haven't seen it. Tyler Linderbaum is 2nd. I got Marquise Hayes at 3. he's kind of new to me. I just started looking at tape on him, and he's pretty damn good. I like him.
Yeah.
Lacedius Smith, another new one to me. I just started looking at. He was back in 2021 when they first started evaluating it on Walter Football. He was up at the number 1 spot. He's dropped since then because Tyler Linderbaum, Zion Johnson had just stood out so much. But he's still a very, very good lineman. And then Cam Jurgens, who I can't believe, man, everybody is missing it right here because this guy.
Now here's a guy.
Here's a guy that he looks. If you dressed him up in a Colts and put uniform and put Manning behind him, he'd look just like Jeff Saturday did.
Well, and it's funny because this is a guy that last week, as soon as we decided we were going interior offensive lineman, Johnny messaged me and said, who the hell's Cam Jurgens and why is he flying up draft boards? And then we went and watched the tape and we're like, oh, that's why. It's like very solid player. All right, Ben.
Okay. So I'll go 1 through 5. I went 5 through 1 last week, so I'll do 1 through 5. Number 1, I'm gonna go Kenyon Green, Texas A&M. Just love his versatility. It's probably the most talked about dude in the draft. So as far as interior offensive lineman, number 2, I just Zion Johnson. I mean, I'm like Johnny. I'm like in football love with the guy. So he could do just about anything. He's so tough in the trenches. Number 3, Tyler Linderbaum. Seeing a lot of Iowa games. He's just so strong up. Especially in the run game. He's very, very good. Number 4, I actually got Ed Ingram from LSU.
I like that pick.
I do too. I just love he's got good hands. I mean, for that position for a guard, I love his hands. I mean, strong. He's not going to get bullied around too much. He's going to be a good second round pick. And then my last one. This is tough, and then you said the Jurgens guy, I would have had him at 5. I kind of like Jamari Slayer a little more from Georgia.
I went back and forth between those two.
I know it's Georgia and stuff, a lot of great draft picks there.
People say our trade him.
That's just, what was that?
Ignore that.
That was Proby over there.
Proby.
That's a Proby for you.
Not my fault.
Yeah.
Right.
I had some. You continue. My bad.
That's a Proby move.
No. Speaking of slaying, no. But I do like Slayer though. So
I like the name. I said something about that a long time ago, man. I think I was talking to Andrew and Alex. That name, man, just speaks football. Slayer.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yep.
Corey, I'd almost put money on it now that Zion Johnson is not available at pick 27.
No, he's not going to be. I still stand by my Travis Jones pick right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I'm locked in on Travis Jones at that spot right now anyway, so
I still haven't picked the final guy for them at 27. I'm starting my 3.0 here, my final one.
I'm starting to see a lot more analysts locking in on Travis Jones there. Yeah. I've seen 3 or 4 of their mocks with Travis Jones there. It aligns with what I think, so that's where I'm going.
I'm starting to lean that way, but I just haven't finalized it yet. All right, Alec.
All right.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me get to Snell's comment here. Yeah, I absolutely do. Because they got some replacing to do at O-line.
Now, here's why I say no. I think they're going to go one of these edge rushers here. They tried to get Zadarius Smith, and he flaked on them. They've been going hard for these edge rushers, and someone like Cam Jurgens is going to be there with your second-round pick.
They might go O-line with second.
That's kind of where I'm leaning, but it wouldn't shock me at all if they go offensive line.
They are big. They are big on their run blockers, and who did we just hear was a good run blocker?
I mean, all 3 of those first guys.
Yeah. Linderbaum, yeah.
But then again, they've never had a hard time finding linemen.
No. Well, and
so
we're forgetting what they've been saying for the last couple of weeks, too. Secondary. They might go corner.
They say secondary every year. Have you ever paid attention to Ravens? Every single year they say secondary. That's their only weakness is the secondary. And guess what they draft? They'll draft D-line or a linebacker or a lineman.
But this year, with somebody like Stingley or Booth there, it might be too hard to pass up.
I'm starting to see some. I don't know if Stingley will fit their mold, man.
I think Stingley absolutely fits their mold. That lockdown man coverage guy.
He takes plays off, and they don't like anybody who takes plays off, and Stingley does. That's starting to come out big hard about him now too. He's probably going to drop a few spots because of it. Unless the Jets just ignore everything and just take him anyway.
I can see them going Gardner at 4 and looking to go edge at 10. I can see them doubling up on defense.
Yeah.
Who's that, number 4? Who's that? The Jets?
The Jets.
Yeah, I can see it.
A defensive-minded coach and had the worst defense in the league last year.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to pass doubling up on defense there.
Right, yep. I agree.
A lot of that was that system, too. All right.
Yeah.
Who was up?
Alec.
Proby.
For his interior offensive lineman.
So, number 1, I'm still going to keep mine as Zion Johnson. Only because, like Johnny said, one of the top versatiles. Even though I do agree with Ben's also, to an extent. Number 2, I have Dylan Parham. Number 3, I have Tyler Linderbaum. Number 4, I have Kenyon Green. And number 5, I'm going to have to go with Jamari Sellier. That's one that kind of popped up in my top 5 this week. I was watching each linebacker on the offensive line just in case, because I know Tampa Bay's going to go with the offensive line worst best case scenario. So I was looking at all the offensive linemen, and I feel like if you can't get Zion Johnson, that could be a close second, in my opinion.
Jim Melvin, we got to change Breece Hall's name to lineage or bloodlines.
Yeah.
That dude's bloodlines are more amazing than watching him run.
Yeah.
He's got like 6 NFL Pro Bowlers in his bloodline. What's the shit? I can't remember all their names. Jeff Smith, one of the Bucks running backs from back in the day, was his uncle or grandfather, some crap like that. The guy from San Francisco, what's his name?
Roger Craig.
Roger Craig, yeah. Roger Craig's his uncle. So, that guy, Breece Hall.
You told me Roger Craig, Jeff Smith, and 3 others. Literally what you said to me.
He's just literally loaded with football bloodline, man. NFL bloodline.
Yeah. Christopher Cole says, where do you see the offensive tackle out of Minnesota going? I think he's talking about Falele. To me, the more I watch on him, the less I like him.
Me too, man.
I can't.
I've been watching these other guys and then comparing takes. I was like, dude, bye.
It's like watching a big dancing bear at the circus.
Exactly.
He's 6'8", 385. And, I mean, he moves well for his size, but he moves well for 385.
Right.
Yeah, and in today's NFL, it's so that there's more athletic.
He'll get destroyed by edge rushers.
Yeah. He's gotta drop some weight.
He's gonna be a developmental guy, late second, early third, probably.
Marquise Mays makes him look like a klutz.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and Evan Neal's almost the same size.
Right.
And Evan Neal looks like an elite offensive tackle, footwork-wise.
Well, he is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Watching I went and kind of looked at Pro Day stuff, and his footwork, his kicks and slides and all that. That's some of the best I've ever seen from a prospect. He's really good with his feet.
That's why I think Jaguars would be an idiot not to take him, honestly. But then again, they're the Jaguars, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, to Corey Brown's comment, I could see them in the second round, but not the first round for David Ojabo.
And
you
got
Etienne
Etienne right there, man. You know how much help that would be for Etienne to have a lineman like him.
Yeah. Well, and then you move Cam Robinson to right tackle, where he should be ultimately. He's not a left tackle.
Right.
And then you went and upgraded your interior offensive line. Why not get that last piece?
Exactly.
Oh man, Ojabo he'll go to the second round, but I think the Lions should get him if he's there with their second round pick.
Yeah,
Trevor
I can see 34.
Is as produced. He is what he is. He's what we believe he is. He's a top 5,
10,
maybe top 10.
Top 10.
I only left him off my. I think I had him on my tackle list, didn't I?
I had him on numbers. He was my top 5, but
maybe he was the one that just fell out of my top 5, but he's still top 10 easily.
I had him at number 4. I had him in my 5.
Yeah.
To me, Trevor Penning, I think the Chargers are just praying, kind of like what they did with Rashawn Slater last year. They're just praying he can get anywhere as close. Yeah, I think if he gets to 14, they might look to trade, honestly, with Baltimore.
Yeah.
Like, to me, like, if you get him as your right tackle to pair with Slater in the offensive line they have right now, Justin Herbert is laughing. He's going to have all day back there.
They want to use their second round.
Corey, if that happened, then the Jaguars then Trevor might actually be able to hit a target because at least he's throwing to somebody who's got hands that are like glue.
Well, and there's going to be a run on receivers here. I think he's going to be gone by 25.
Yeah, he's not going to be there.
Yeah.
Although Green Bay getting Sammy Watkins, that kind of covers that slot speedy guy.
Yeah, but Sammy Watkins is like a reserve guy now. They played him like that in where was it? The Rams or Arizona,
Kansas City.
Yeah.
But I mean, is Rodgers going to be patient enough to want to take a rookie now? I don't know.
Well, I mean, he's been pounding the table for rookie receivers for years.
Yeah, it's because because Green Bay never drafts receivers first round, never.
Nathan, with this one, Charles Cross is kind of starting to fall down some people's boards because he's been an elite pass blocker, but he's not really been that great with the run.
Yeah,
he didn't run much.
There's some question marks about Charles Cross. His ceiling is limited to, and his current status is like they don't know what
it's all over the place.
Yeah, they don't know what they're going to get out of him.
You can make a case he's the best pass blocker in this draft. Him and Evan Neal are kind of 1A, 1B, but run blocker, he's way down the list. Even if you just look at tackles.
Everybody's starting to settle down from the combine now and really evaluate.
Yeah,
and it's all the real stuff's coming out now. And it's like deja vu because what's coming out now is what it was to begin with before the combine. So
me Sador, sketchy because of his brother Chris
Cross.
Okay. What do they want to make you?
No.
Yeah.
Come on, get
it took me a second, but I got there.
All right.
Okay, edge rushers back to Alec for the win.
All right, yeah. So edge rusher, I'll go 5-1 again. Number 5 for me is George Karlaftis. He's still
backwards.
Yeah, I'm gonna be different. To me, he's still that solid guy that doesn't wow you in any particular category, but he's good all across the board and always gets the job done. That's what I've seen from his tape. Yeah, absolutely.
He's Golson is what he is, yeah.
To me, I like him enough to put him at 5. Number 4, I might start catching some flack for this because he's in my top 5 or not, depending on how you view him. It's Kayvon Thibodeau.
I understand it because the flash is there and all that.
Yeah,
but I can't evaluate.
If he gave a shit about football, he'd be number 1 on this list.
But
based on that talent, he doesn't all the time. He does some of the time.
He doesn't care about football. He cares.
Speaking from an Oregon fan, he doesn't. It's painful.
To me, like the fact that he didn't show up in the big games disappointed me. He didn't dress for Ohio State. correct me if I'm wrong, Alec. I don't think he was there for Utah
he
for either
got
time.
injured the week. He got suspended for the first half of that game. I think. I remember that's another game. I remember one game he got suspended for half a game for encroachment or something, some kind of penalty he had. He got ejected. Well, he was injured that game against Ohio State.
Ohio State, yeah. So, like, the biggest games for Oregon this year, he either didn't dress or wasn't visible on the field, which is kind of worrisome. But if somebody can make him give a shit, that talent's there. I'm putting him at 4.
Even against Utah, he didn't really he wasn't
there. Like,
I haven't seen enough out of him to even be able to tell if he's got a good bull rush because he's always going against smaller lines and shit, man. Every time I've seen him.
The way the hype was about him, like before he even committed to Oregon, because I remember when they had him on team, they had so much hype, which made me feel like, okay, like we have a good defense, we have a good defensive lineman and linebackers, they all combine on a good defense to actually try to go to the playoffs with his team, knowing what wasn't going to happen anyway.
The best thing I've seen him do is playing in the stunts against tight ends. That was the best thing I saw him do. And I don't. If you want an edge rusher, you don't want him just good against tight ends.
No,
he's got to win his one-on-one battles against the tackle every once in a while.
Well, and also keep in mind, guys, that
Pac-12
does not have. They don't really play defense that well. So
and people say the Big 12 doesn't play defense. The Pac-12 is almost worse.
Really? Yeah. Why do you think Lincoln Riley went to USC?
Yeah.
On the Big 12, you have Oklahoma State, and Baylor that are actually playing defense. Like,
right. Yeah.
It's usually the same teams for the Pac-12 mostly every single year.
Was that it? You were at 4, right?
Yeah.
You should have went the other way around. Then we could have gotten that big ass debate when you were almost done.
Well, that's why I wanted that out of the way so I could do my final 3. Number 3, I've got Jermaine Johnson. Came on strong this past year. Absolutely tore it up at the Senior Bowl. Some people have him as their number 1. I'm not quite that high on him.
Almost like that, but Jermaine Johnson is so versatile and he can do so many friggin' things, and he's got moves. He's got
so many moves.
Yeah.
To me, though, just these other 2 guys I've got a little bit higher. Trayvon Walker, to me, is number 2. Just the ability to play almost anywhere across the front 7. He can play the tackle in those pass rushing downs. He can play an edge most of the time. He can even play that stand-up linebacker. He's a little bit big for it, but with his athleticism, he can get the job done.
But he hasn't perfected any of those yet, so that's the only reason I don't have him in my top 5.
That's fair. To me, just that ceiling's why I put him at 2. And then number 1 is Aiden Hutchinson. He's the best guy in this draft. He's got that really good power move. I see Misador here. Thibodeau, or however you spell it, will go to Jacksonville, and Detroit will grab that juice from Michigan. Wow. I wonder what your team is, Misador. You'll have to let me know. Please don't say you're an Ohio State guy.
He's a Seminole. He's a Seminole fan.
Is he?
I believe so.
Hutchinson's my number 1 guy. He can do it all.
Yeah, Hutchinson's he is unquestionable the number 1 pick in this draft this year. He should be. So.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go in reverse order the right way I should. Number 1, Aiden Hutchinson. I think that's hands down given.
Yeah.
Number 2, Arnold Ebiketie. I like this kid. The more I watch him, the more I like
him a lot.
3, Jermaine Johnson. We just talked about his versatility and his moves. I believe he's a student football, and that I love.
Yeah.
Number 4, we're going to go out on a limb with this one. I'm going to say David Ojabo. The reason you take Thibodeau is the same reason I'm taking Ojabo. I think his ceiling is really high.
Yeah. I almost put him in there. That injury slid him to 6 for me.
Right. George Karlaftis. That injury isn't going to affect him. Back in the day, it would, But these days, that injury doesn't bother these guys. They come right back and show out. So that's not bothering me that much. And George Karlaftis, I like that. William Golson feel about him, man. I think he might be a little bit more physical than Golson.
Yeah,
which would be fine with me. So I'm putting him at 5.
Oh, and Meesador, the guy's absolutely a stud. But there's so many really, really good pass rushers in this draft. And the thing that's knocking Karlaftis down is, like I said, he doesn't Hutchinson wows you with that power move he has. Jermaine Johnson wows you with all his moves, his arsenal of moves. Trayvon Walker's just that physicality. It's just all these guys have that one wow factor. And Karlaftis,
I like Hutchinson's inside stutter move, that power move he makes.
Yeah,
he goes from he's in a power move, and he goes and takes that stutter step and it shoots up inside, man. That's fucking awesome, man. I like that. It's got some speed to it.
And Karlaftis just gets a job done. That's why he's sliding on these lists. But yeah, wherever he goes, he's going to be a stud. And then one more thing there, Nathan. I think Hutchinson does go to Detroit. It's just he's the number one guy in this draft. He's not necessarily going to be the number one pick.
Right, because teams are going to pick needs. That's what mock drafts are for, is to try to figure out their needs the most. Who needs it?
Yeah. Hutchinson, I like him. He's not the number one in most drafts. He'd still be the number one edge rusher in a lot of drafts, but not the number one overall player in a lot of drafts.
Well, the number one overall player in most mock-ups, not in mock drafts, but in ranking the players, is Hutchinson or Evan Neal.
I'm starting to see more of whichever Georgia guy people like, Walker or Davis, depending on
Walker and stuff. Yeah.
Jermaine Johnson's got moves like Jagger. Hutchinson reminds me of those boys from OSU. The Bosa brothers, that's the same kind of vibe I get as those Bosa brothers. Absolutely. All right,
that's their comparison. That's his comparison too.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Ben? Yeah.
Oh yes. Okay. So edge rushers. I'll go 1 through 5. Number 1. I mean, it's obvious. Aiden Hutchinson. The best overall edge rusher in the draft. I don't need to say more.
Thanks for tuning in, me.
Night, me. Number 2, Trayvon Walker, Georgia. Number 3, I call this guy like the Swiss Army knife, Jermaine Johnson, because he can play against the rush, against the pass. He's just so versatile in every area. The moves, the quickness, the instincts, which is huge, because not everybody has instincts in the NFL, especially at that position. I'm with you, Alex, because he's just so talented. Kayvon Thibodeau at number 4.
So our 1 through 4 is exactly the same.
It's just the talent. It's just the talent. You have to pay attention to that in case if he does give a shit, maybe somebody can turn him around and he could be that guy. I don't know, but if he gives a shit, he can be that guy. And number 5, this is going to surprise a lot of people, but the more I've seen of him, I'm out on the West Coast, so I see a lot of his games. Cameron Thomas from San Diego State.
I like that.
And for some reason, his quickness, he gets to his spots fast. And I don't know, he's like, this is a big comparison, but I could see some Jared Allen in him. I could see a little bit of Jared Allen in him. Not as powerful, but he's very fast, hits his spots. I seen him one time just from one side of the field go to the other side on a running back who was trying to make a play, trying to split the defense. He just got there, boom, right there, made a tackle for loss.
Hutchinson's so much like Jared Allen that if he don't come out there and do the lasso thing, I'm going to trip out.
Right. Yeah.
He might as well wear number 69 and just
right. But I'm just saying, just Cameron Thomas. He's got that little bit of Jared Allen in it. If you just watch more of his tape, you could kind of see what I'm talking about. So.
Who's playing lullabies now?
It's Proby again. Who's playing all the sounds tonight?
On my Apple Watch. It's not my fault.
Turn it down, buddy.
I won't have to turn this thing down. It's Apple Watch.
Take it off. Take it off. You're just your watch.
Throw it across the room.
No, I'm good. I paid too much.
It's Apple. Steve Jobs made it to be smarter than you.
Apparently not. Oh, there you go.
He's got his picks on there. He has his picks on there. He's like looking like, let's see.
Which one do I post on my defense?
105.
To me, Cam Thomas, if you're looking like a present day comparison, it's Montez Sweat.
That's fair. Yeah, that's a good one. I like.
I couldn't even come up with a comparison for him because I was sitting there looking at him and going, "Who does he remind me of?" And I couldn't. Montez Sweat, you just nailed it, dude.
Yeah.
I just could see him being somebody that just comes out of nowhere and can actually have a good career in the NFL.
Absolutely. All right, Alec.
Proby.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna go with my number one is obviously Aiden Hutchinson. Number two, Jermaine Johnson. This guy I'm about to say he's kind of climbing up my edge rushers. It's Boye Maeve from Minnesota.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Rashawn Gary.
He had a good Senior Bowl as well.
Yeah, he's top 10.
That's one of slightly, and then the one that Giant brought up is Arnold. I can't know how to say his last name. I saw his film and man.
Yeah,
I saw a lot of him and I like him a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't really see it until I started watching previous people talking about him. I didn't even know what the hype was about until I actually saw his film throughout the year and seeing Pro Day. I could see some hindsight in him. Definitely see if anybody misses out on say all of these top four, that fifth one that could go to if it goes to the right team that already has a built defense. I can see him succeeding there, or I can see him being that person that, basically is what's that word called? Shadowing that
mentor,
equivalent to the Bucks. If for this go to the Bucks and here basically follow in behind, say that somebody. Yeah. I can see him actually being maybe a starter his first year. Depends on what team he goes to or following.
Wait, who are you talking about here?
Arnold.
Oh, you're still talking about Ibikite. Okay,
yeah. Where do you have him ranked?
I have him at number 5. He kind of jumped below Boye Maeve. But it's neck and neck between those two.
Mave.
Yeah, Boye Mave.
Okay, so
I'm pretty sure Ebikiti's going to be a starter, man.
Yeah. I think there's about a dozen edge rushers in this draft that are going to be starters.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your list 1 to 5?
It's 1, 2, 3, 4,
Hutchinson.
Yeah, it's
Hutchinson, Johnson.
Hutchinson, Johnson, Walker, Maffe.
Mave.
I like to call it Moff. No, Mave and
Ebikiti.
EB.
Okay.
Calling it EB. Because some of these names are just
Ebikiti.
All right. Yeah, I got a question here from Nathan. Who's the first quarterback off the board, in your opinion? Not your best quarterback. Who's the first one off the board?
Malik Willis.
Yeah. It's going to go to Carolina.
I'm going to pull back on that. I think a lot of these teams are looking if it depends on if it's a team that's wanting to start their quarterback, it's not going to be Willis because he's not a starter. It's going to be
Carolina's picking up steam on him.
It's going to be
Carolina wants to trade down though.
Yeah. They're going to go for somebody like why can't I remember his damn name?
Matt Corral.
No,
Kenny Pickett.
Pickett. Pickett's the only one that's really could go out there and start this season right now. Anybody else, even Corral needs a season or half a season to warm up to this. And I think these head coaches and GMs know this. I think somebody who's willing to take a chance on a project that might be a great project for him will jump up and get Willis. So he might go off the board first, but you won't see him on field first.
No. It's just the question is who's the first quarterback taken off the board. So I'm just going Willis. That's my pick.
I think the top of this draft still needs like Carolina.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure about Carolina's GM. I don't know how he's going to draft or what he thinks, but I think they might be shying away from that running quarterback, that Cam Newton image.
Yeah.
And I think they might go with Pickett first. I know Steelers want Pickett.
I could see Atlanta drafting Malik Willis too. Because Mariota is kind of more of a bridge quarterback until the next
Kyle
guy
in
comes
here?
in.
I don't see Kyle's name in the draft. I thought that was a shot at Kyle.
No, I'm being serious. Atlanta would want to bring somebody. They like that flash. They had it with Michael Vick. They had it, So, yes, Mariota's there now, but is he going to be there the next 4 or 5 years?
He's only there on a 1-year deal right now. So.
Yeah, so he's more of a bridge quarterback, in my opinion. Until
I think Mariota right now is a starter better than anybody in the draft right at the moment. So.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. But I mean, is he your long-term investment? I don't think so. That's why I could see them.
Oh no! I don't think there is a long-term investment. I think Atlanta skips the fucking quarterback in this draft and goes and waits till next year.
If they're smart, they do.
Yeah,
I agree.
My quarterback answer, and this one kind of go hand in hand. I'll call my shot here. I think Seattle's the first to take a quarterback, and it's Matt Corral.
Okay.
Or be a surprise pick. I think Cam Jurgens going to be a surprise pick for somebody.
In the first round?
Yeah.
Okay.
The way he's shooting up the boards right now, the way people are paying attention to him, yeah.
Cincinnati, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that would be a great one for Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone else got a jump in the draft or a surprise pick?
I still think
I can throw another one. I think Jordan Davis in the top 10.
Yeah, I could see that.
I don't see that as a surprise, but okay.
Well, I'm thinking of it as a surprise from the beginning of the draft process this offseason.
Yeah.
I agree with that too, Jim.
Yep. I could see early second round, honestly.
Yep.
When the running backs start to go off the board, you could see him be the second or third guy here. And it wouldn't surprise me at all.
I really don't see running backs coming off the board in the first round this year.
No.
So he could be one of the top running backs come off the board. I still see Breece Hall as the number one.
To me, it's Hall and Walker. And then a lot of people like Isaiah Spiller. I like Cook better, personally.
I like Spiller's hands, man.
But to me, that's I like Cook's hands better.
Really?
Yeah. I saw lots of Cook torching the secondary for Michigan. He was catching balls over corners.
Yeah, it's not a bad pick.
But
in a normal draft, maybe, but in this draft, I don't see him being drafted until later.
The only way I see it happening, no, he'll go late first. The way these receivers are going to come off.
Well, with the injury though.
If he's there at 32, I think the Lions will take him.
Yeah, I do too.
I could see that.
I don't
see him going any.
This guy is going to be the one who they say, well, it's getting late in the first round, and the GMs are going to be nervous that he's going to get past them.
Yeah. And I think this is one of those guys that could be that surprise pick because there might be a team in that 10 to 20 range that might just say, fuck it, he was the best guy in the draft before he got injured.
Right.
Let's go get him.
You know who I could
see? The Chargers?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, the Chargers, because they have the luxury. it's more of a luxury pick for them, and they can wait on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think Chargers might need to go with somebody who can start right now because they still need that third guy, dude.
To me, I think you can get away with Jalen Guyton until he's healthy.
I think they want to replace Mike Williams after last year. I don't.
But then why pay him all that money?
Oh, but how long is that contract? It's what,
like 5
contract?
years?
Is it 5?
Yeah, it's like 4 or 5 years and like $70 million.
All right, they still need the third guy though.
Or no, I think it's 3 years, 60. Sorry.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. It was 3.
Well, if they need that third guy and there's a couple of receivers there, like an Olave or somebody, when they pick,
then again,
I think they would take him over Jameson Williams. I'm sure. I mean,
it all depends what you're looking for at a receiver, though.
Because
that's true too.
Doesn't really take a receiver right now, but I can see them taking a receiver for a third. Jameson Williams can sit in there and come in the second half of the season and light it up, dude.
Yeah.
That's when you really want that fresh set of legs out in the field too.
But
is he going to see the Chiefs moving up?
But is he going to be ready? But is he going to be ready to play before the
second half of the season?
Yeah, that depends on their development. Second half of the season, he should be ready.
It's going to be like how George Pickens got hurt this year, right before the college season, and came back for the playoff there. You're looking at like October, November is when you should start to expect them.
I'm just saying, in the first half of the first round draft, you expect the players you pick to start right away. Not
always, no.
But there's a lot of teams that could wait on them, and a lot of teams that could move up.
There's a lot of teams that had their first rounders on the bench last year.
I mean, I definitely think Jameson Williams has first top 15 talent, definitely for sure. But I just don't see him going that.
Yeah,
that's. But I just don't see him getting picked that high. In my opinion, I just don't see it.
I could legitimately see the Chiefs offering their 2 first-round picks and like a mid-round pick to move up to 15 or 16 and get them.
Yeah,
I don't.
Because they're going to be worried that
you're showing your age,
man.
That's old school philosophy right there, man. That's not new school where every wide receiver counts. And look at the prices of wide receivers now. You want to draft a good one.
I know you do, but I'm just saying, are you really going to throw away, years of picks just to move up, just to get a receiver?
No. I'm saying the Chiefs get rid of picks for this year.
Yeah,
all this year picks. 29, 30, and say like a 4th round pick should be enough to get to 15.
Interesting. We'll see. I don't know if they'll do it. But
this is all speculation. Oh yeah. Ooh. Christopher Cole. Maybe top 5 to 10 receivers. But
there's too many other needs in this draft. I mean, these teams are going. That's what's making this draft so fun to play with because all these teams have needs, and all these needs can be filled except for the quarterback in like the first
4 rounds for the most part.
First 4 rounds, really, because this is a very deep draft. Now, there's some positions like tight end, offensive lineman, pure offensive lineman, not the tackles. Tackles is full. This is a very full draft of tackles. But after
interior guys are gone in the first 2 rounds.
The interior guys are going to be gone. Running backs is deep. Running backs can go into the 6th round this year, man. Every time you turn on, if you look at tape on these running backs, man, every tape you go to is another guy who could be a starter in a first rounder in a different draft. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and then the tight ends that are good are really good. The ones, right after that first set of tight ends come off, like McBride, McBride is. I dream about having a tight end like McBride, somebody who can actually run the ball. And
that just sounded funny,
man. Oh,
that just sounded.
Yeah, Johnny dreams about tight end.
There's a tight end.
Do you know how long it's been since the Bucs had a good tight end like that?
Yeah, that's not the part we're joking about, though.
I know. I do dream about tight ends. What can I say?
We know you
Cameron Brate, huh?
I can feel the baseball team.
Cameron Brate.
What'd you say?
I know what I said. I said it on purpose.
That's a fact. The running backs have less value than a tight end, and just a little bit above. Their pay scale shows it. They get just a little bit above special teamers, and they carry the load for the quarterback. What can you say? If you don't have a good tight end, you're not going to be winning many games. I mean, a good running back, you're not going to be winning a lot of games.
Yeah,
that's been undervalued. It's been devalued over the years, and it's going to happen to other positions as well as we move forward. 20 years from now, we might be talking about wide receivers not being valued well.
Yeah, just because there's going to be so many.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's happened with running backs. We've gotten so many.
Exactly, Nathan. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But see, now kids are probably not wanting to play running back in school, so.
Yeah.
Well, they're probably looking for like a
valuable position again.
Well, I mean, look at Deebo Samuel. You're going to see more of those versatile running back, wide receiver type of players, two-way, players, because of Deebo Samuel. You know,
I mean, they do it.
It's easy to think like that, but it's not really. They don't come around every day. You know what I mean?
Almost like I think it was Cordell Patterson and Deebo Samuel.
Yeah.
And this year's been crazy with he's just like Deebo Samuel. He could be your Deebo Samuel. Oh, this guy could be your Deebo Samuel. They don't come around like that. That's hyping.
No, I know. But what I'm saying, you're going to probably see, like you're saying, 20 years.
Guys that are saying that though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's been so many, like comparisons to Deebo Samuel in this draft class alone. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Any little like versatility, like if you think he can play running back but he's a wide receiver, oh, this guy's Deebo. Like,
yeah.
If he's shifty, he's Deebo. If he's fast, he's Deebo. If he's like, it's like there's no other receiver in the NFL to compare them.
If he's got a great Instagram account, he's Deebo.
Andrew has been saying this one before all the Deebo comparisons came out.
Yeah,
I will give him that. He's been saying this one for a while. But
yeah, they've been saying that on the network, but until we see it, it's not a fact.
It's all about how it translates in the NFL.
Yeah, it's got to translate.
Yeah,
and there's only a couple of people that know how to use Patterson right or Deebo right, and that's on the team. So Treylon Burks could be another Deebo Samuel and then not get used right, and never fulfills his potential.
Yeah,
just like what's his name from Ole Miss, Laquan Treadwell.
Oh my God, yeah.
He was good in that Ole Miss, and then went to NFL, and it's a whole different game of how it translates.
He was terrible in the NFL.
Well, Nathan, if Derrick Henry has a kid that plays in the NFL 15, 20 years from now, then yeah, I would draft him. But
it's hard to spot them guys. It's hard to spot them.
Yeah.
A right back like Derrick Henry is hard to find. It's one of those it's like a needle in a haystack.
Yeah.
There's who was that? There's like another running back that they had in the draft. He went from Fresno State. I think it was Fresno State. Ryan Matthews. They hyped him up. They're trying to say who's the next LaDainian Tomlinson. I was like, I don't see it.
Which is funny because he went to the Chargers.
Yeah, and he went to the NFL and just didn't do it. Like, it's like I really don't give into much hope about comparison until I actually see it.
Probably showing a lot of skin there.
I have to move my leg. All right.
Better earn your keep there, Proby.
Yeah.
All right, we're on the linebackers now, right?
Sundays.
Yeah. I just realized we hadn't done them yet. All right. So I'll start. I'm going to be different again and go 5-1. So number 5, I have Leo Chenal from Wisconsin. Just
sneaky one.
A solid, can do it all guy. He's okay in the pass coverage. He's really good against the run. He's been climbing up my board a little bit.
Spoiler alert! You took my number 5, buddy. Damn you! I wanted to sneak that in there. Fuck.
Well, it was one of those guys where like I had my solid 4 the way they are, and then I was like, okay, who's my number 5? So I started watching more and more tape, and then I was like, okay, this guy's it. I like him early second round.
Same thing I did.
I did the same pretty much thing. Except I didn't get him.
Number 4, I have Quay Walker from Georgia. I like his athleticism as kind of an inside guy, can play that outside guy as well. Part of it might be because he was playing with Nakobe Dean, so that's still to be seen. But to me, just from what I saw, I like him enough to put him in my top 5. Number 3 is my real big sleeper guy. It's Chad Muma from Wyoming. I really like him.
He's not a sleeper.
God. To me, just from what I've seen, like mock drafts and stuff, he still is. Like a lot of people still have him late second, early third. And to me, he's an early second round value. This guy can ball.
Well, yeah, that's how I have him. I haven't had Mama. I might move him up my board actually.
Yeah,
wow.
to me, he's very high. Yeah, and then number 2, the top 2 are the first round guys. Which is funny because I played O-line for 13 years. So, and then Johnny is the QB, Proby is the tight end, and Rookie is interior D-line. So I guess Johnny's dreaming about Alec.
What now?
He dream about tight ends, and he sees Proby as the tight end. So, therefore, you dream about Proby.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that's why they call you Proby.
What number are you on? Wait a minute. I
got 1 and 2 still left. Number 2 is Devin Lloyd. Just me personally, I like Nakobe Dean better. But Devin Lloyd's a really good linebacker. Can do it all. Real big hitter. Can pass or cover the pass real well. But to me, it's just Nakobe Dean, that sideline to sideline freak athleticism. To me, there's very few of these like Hall of Fame type players where you think that guy might be it. To me, that's Nakobe Dean. This is one of my very few guys where I point, and to me, this guy's special.
And on that, I'll start mine off. Number 1, Nakobe Dean. That's a no-brainer to me.
Yeah.
Number 2, Devin Lloyd. Same thing as you. Number 3, I got a little bit different here though. I went Christian Harris, man.
I like that.
I like the guy. I like him. And I think he's got a lot of growth. He's got a high ceiling, man. High ceiling.
Yeah.
Chad Muma, I've been on this guy for a long time, and I keep wanting to put him up higher. It's his conference. I just can't, But I think he's gonna be one of those special guys that come out and surprise people. And then Channing Tindall. I don't know if you've seen him. I don't know if you know who he is, but you got to go look for him because this guy is good. I think he might be the surprise pick in the draft.
I've heard of the name. Where's Alex? Alex.
He muted himself so we can't hear him.
He probably stubbed his toe. He's like, starts cussing.
Probably going
Alex, it's your turn. All right, Ben, it's your turn. Let's go.
All right, I just want to go get my other monster.
That's what I was gonna say. Like he's gonna go get another monster. Oh my.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, number 1. I mean,
that's you're prepared tonight, Alex.
I drank my other one. Okay.
Okay. Number 1. Speaking of monsters, go to Nakobe Dean. I mean, I think that's
a monster.
Yeah. Just like you guys said, just plays both sides, can get to his spots. I mean, probably better than anybody I've seen in a while. So that's a no-brainer. Devin Lloyd, number 2 from Utah. Probably the best defensive player. Well, best defensive player in the Pac-12, where there's no defense. So. I mean, So, number 3, I actually got Damon Clark from LSU. Now,
I like that pick.
There you go.
He's got. I mean, he's going to be a project, but I think eventually, if he gets on a good team with good development, he could be sneaky good. Number 4, Christian Harris from Alabama.
That's pretty close, actually.
Yeah, I mean, like I just love what he can do.
Oh, Ben, he was answering Jim's question here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm 6'3", 335.
There you go.
Alex is taller than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
stack.
I'm so pissed off at Alex, man. My number 5, man. I thought I could sneak this one in. Nobody'd be like, "Oh, that's a good one." But I'm with you, man. Leo Chanel from Wisconsin, man. To me, he just gets to.
I don't think there's enough Badgers in the rankings. No. Actually, I need to go back and look at some Badgers. That's a good
Leo
team.
Chanel is so good against the run. That's what I like about this guy.
Absolutely.
And I know running backs aren't as big as they used to be. They're not going to run. Teams aren't going to run them like they used to. But when they do, and Leo Chanel's playing against them, watch out. I mean, he could stop the run.
Yeah. Does Ajobo's injury change how the combine should be?
No.
No. You're talking about the injury, right?
Well,
it was his pro day. Yeah, it was his pro day. Yeah. Yeah, it happens. It's a freak injury. It happened. Nothing you could do about it. You just got hurt.
It's really hard to get injured at a pro day in the first place because
it's
might as well say you got injured walking down the street because a pro day is set up specifically for you.
Johnny, you do make a good point because if he can get hurt that easily, what makes you think that can't happen in the NFL?
Right.
That's the kind of thing that kind of
doesn't mean it's also
worries me a little
too. So you can't say that's just on him, but
that also that could worry you a little bit too, like especially if it's a scripted day,
But this is the first real injury he's had. Like he's gotten the wear and tear, obviously, but he's
true. You're right.
Yeah,
but if that
we'll
was
see.
Thibodeau, I'd cry foul.
The only issue I had with the pro day and that injury there was they just picked the ball up, moved to the other side of the field, and said, "Okay, let's keep going."
That's it's a freak occurrence, man. It was just a freak accident. So,
put some dirt on it. Get up. Dirt on it.
Yeah, Kobe shot free throws after tearing his Achilles. Come on, get up.
Right? Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
All right, Alec, your linebackers.
Got you. At least out of all three of you guys, I have one that's not in your guys' top 5. Obviously, number 1 is always going to be the same as me, Nakobe Dean. Number 2, I got Devin Lloyd. Yeah. Number 3, I have Quay Walker.
Quay Walker's good.
Number 4, I have Chad Mama. And number 5, Christian Harris.
You had players from everyone's list.
Yep.
I didn't hear Quay Walker.
I had Quay Walker.
Yeah.
I am number 4.
Even though you're going out on a limb with Quay Walker, really.
Yeah, because we haven't seen him without Dean. That's the thing. But just the athleticism and what he can do, I'll take the chance.
The one thing I don't get is they're comparing like mostly all of the Georgia defensive players. They're saying their high ceiling is how they're playing when they played in Georgia. Their low ceiling is how they play when they're not on the same team together. They said that could be their weakness, just like Jordan Davis.
You could say their Achilles heel, huh?
Okay, yeah.
Good one.
It's a knee slapper.
That's why I did that.
Yeah, but it all depends on how they. Jordan Davis, I can see him fitting in Jacksonville. They just got to build a
Jordan Davis is one of those guys. He's going to be an absolute stud and play in the NFL for 10, 15 years, or he's going to be out by the end of his rookie contract.
It depends on their development, and that's what I worry about him in Jacksonville, man. It's like, who's developing this guy?
Now, Doug Peterson developed a lot of really good defensive tackles in Philly.
Yeah, well, did he? He was the offensive side of the ball, man. So
this goes against what you say about head coaches all the time.
It doesn't. No, it doesn't, because I don't know who he's putting in there to develop his defense.
Fair.
That's my point.
Fair.
I mean, I know he's going to have his offensive coordinators and those guys out there to develop his offense, but what do we know about his defensive picks. I mean,
well, and I haven't seen his staff, so I have no idea, to be honest with you.
Okay, that's fair, Care Bear.
I'll say the only thing I've seen.
Basically, do we think Linderbaum's going to Philly?
No. I actually had him going to the Ravens at one time, but I don't think he's going there now.
I've had him going there the entire time. I don't know if I'm sticking with it, though.
You should probably do that. Stick to your instincts, man. Your first best is your best guess.
Yeah.
VR would love that.
What's that?
Yeah. What's that, Alec?
Tyler Linderbaum just
I said GR would love
fits
that.
the Ravens so well.
Well, and that's what I mean, right?
They want that tough, mean son of a bitch out there in front. He just fits that team, dude.
Well, in the Big Ten had big defensive tackles, and he moved those guys with ease.
Yeah.
The guy's a hell of a player.
Yep.
And I think he could be like what the Chiefs got with Creed Humphrey this year. Linderbaum could walk in and be one of the top centers in football.
Could be
his rookie year.
Yeah.
Yeah, to me, he's
absolutely
that good. Like,
I mean, he's not. I'd put him more as a Ryan Jensen replacement in Baltimore, because they really haven't had that since Ryan came to Tampa.
No, they haven't.
So I'm sorry to interrupt that. Real quick, if you had to pick one or the other, who would you pick? Linderbaum or Zion Johnson?
Right now, I'd have to take Zion Johnson because I got to see more versatility. I know he can do it. I haven't seen it.
It depends on your situation for me. Because if you've got guards and you're purely looking for a center, it's Linderbaum to me. If you're looking for a guy that could be the guard, could be the center, it's absolutely Zion Johnson.
Yeah.
That's why I asked the question, because it's so tough, you know.
If you're Philly, it's Linderbaum. If you're Baltimore, it's Linderbaum. If you're Cincinnati, it's Linderbaum.
I think you take
pretty much any other team.
If you take any of these guards and centers and put them in Baltimore, they'll develop into good players. I don't care.
Oh, absolutely.
They develop. They develop their O-line. If you take them and put them like in Jacksonville, we don't know. We don't know what they're going to do. You know,
right?
Yeah.
Now Philly, I got a feeling that I don't know, man. They let Kelsey go so easy. I don't know.
It's a need.
Well, no, he's back.
Is he?
Yeah, he's signing back on a 1-year deal.
Oh, 1-year deal. So they are looking for replacement then.
Yeah, he's literally done this the last few years. His 1-year deal. Do I want to come back? Do I not want to come back? Yeah, I want to come back. 1-year deal. Like just over and over again for the last 3 years now.
Oh, well, that'd get tiring, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Hey Ben, do you know else would love that offensive line pick? GR.
Who?
Steelers. I could see any of these guys. Steelers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You guys missed what Proby said. He's trying to get under Johnny's skin here.
He's not coming up.
GR would love the O-line. This is a really good question by Jim here. What's more important to an O-line, talent or consistency?
Consistency.
If you're talking the offensive line as a whole, it's absolutely consistency.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because all your communication and everything, if you've got the same 5 guys and you know what everyone's thinking, it makes it so much easier pre-play.
Yeah. Yep.
That's a good question, David. I think he likes his number 7, though.
I don't know. I could see him taking 27 back.
That's why I said it's a good question.
I could see it too. Like we'll have a good number 27 in the backfield now.
I'm kind of digging the 7 on him though. Like to me, I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah. You know what? I'll change my mind. He's gonna stick with number 7.
Yeah.
Just because it's different. You know, you could do it now. You could. Yeah. Lucky 7.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, and a lot of players are going back to their college number. Like we just saw it with Dalvin Cook. He's going back to 4. So I can see him going. They're sticking with the college number.
Lucky Lenny. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Thibodeau will be number 0. That would be fitting, wouldn't it? Number 0.
About the shits he gives.
Zero effort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, because
exactly.
he's from Oregon. 0.
We got another topic.
How many championships do we have?
Do we want to do our team draft?
I want to cover this topic first while we still.
Okay, I think I know which one you're talking about. Go for it.
We this Saturday there's going to be a kickoff.
We got football again.
The USFL, and it's going to be aired every fucking where.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Fox,
130
NBC.
countries worldwide. It's going to be aired on the military thing. What's it called? The American? Where's it at? I can't.
Forces Network.
Forces Network.
Armed Forces Network. AFN.
Yeah, Armed Forces Network.
The worst freaking channel in the world.
But you guys will get to watch football while Iraq's bombing you. You're ducking the bomb.
We barely watched that. On deployment, all we watched on deployment was Lions games. I wasn't trying to torture myself.
Low, man.
Okay, here we go.
There we go.
You're gonna learn today, Proby. You're gonna learn today.
Fox Sports 1, the Peacock channel, all that stuff. There's a whole list here.
If you got Peacock, get it out. Whip it out. If you got Peacock, whip it out.
Whip it out.
I'm not.
I don't know if that's
one alone.
So it's in 2 days, people. USFL football. Get ready to support your Bandits or whoever else you're supporting.
Give you the
Here's
Winfield.
the week 1 schedule.
I'm still not feeling that mascot.
That Mahler's down there is. I ain't gonna say it again.
I'm so excited for this. And
I am too, man.
I'm excited. I'm excited because I think the way the conferences are set up, the two teams I'm cheering for could legitimately face for the championship. And based on their rosters, I think it could be a Panthers Bandits championship game.
100%.
The way those teams are built. I love what both teams do with those drafts. What's that?
He said XFL with the hashtag Andrew Band.
What?
So he said.
Andrew says, "Hey, where does it say that the USFL is a developmental league partnered with the NFL? Cough, cough, XFL, baby."
There is no partnership with the NFL, with XFL. They're going
to do it on their own.
They're both the same thing. There's no competition with the NFL. They're both. If there's any competition, it's the USFL, XFL, and the arena leagues that are competing with each other. So,
my question is, which one succeeds longer? The XFL.
Well, the word about success, keep that in a minimum term. I mean, the percentage of success is very small compared to the NFL.
Yeah,
you're just competing against the arena league and XFL, and if the competition goes good, it's going to be against XFL probably. But as far as staying around, the XFL has. I mean, the USFL has the money. They've got the backing. They've got the backing.
Well,
a whole
network set it up perfectly.
Them. Yeah.
They've set it up perfectly where this year it's all central. The cost is going to be low, all that. And then next year they're going to sell to the owners, let individual owners take over these teams, move them to their cities. This is the way to start up a league. They're doing wonderful so far.
Yes.
So
they've already got the 8 cities that they have out now have already got buyers bidding for them. So
yeah.
Oh heck no.
Yeah. So by the time the 3 year their time frame right now for 3 years to have all the teams sold and expansions, you're going to see some expansion out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one I don't see coming back.
I don't think so.
No, I think they screwed the pooch on that big time.
I'd like for it to come back, but
I would too. But I'm hoping because this is the same player pool. This is the same player pool the USFL players are coming in from. It's the same player pool, so the competition is going to be there. The quality of the on-field should be just as good.
Yeah.
They've got some gimmick plays and stuff there too, but it's not like XFL gimmicky. You know what I mean?
Do you know who won the whole thing though? The Apollos. It was unanimous.
Absolutely, Orlando.
Yeah.
The old ball coach.
I kind of want to see them,
Yeah, as long as they don't go too gimmicky, it should work fine.
Keep it to basic football. Add in a couple things to make this league your own.
Yeah.
But keep
What's
it
up,
simple.
Mona?
Hey,
Yeah,
Ramona.
with the referees from the NFL working the USFL, I think it's going to be there. A lot of these new rules that are going to be put into the NFL are going to be first put into the USFL as an experiment.
Yeah, I
Wait,
can see
didn't
that.
have a new rule for like the 3 points thing. I heard about that, but I didn't know what.
Yeah, you can. It's the same as the AAF was with the 2-point conversion, 3-point conversion. I think the
I
XFL
like
did it
that.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, XFL did it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. It makes end of game more interesting because there's more strategy to it.
Absolutely. Although we didn't see a whole lot of it, when it was used, it was. I liked the way it was used.
Yeah, you're going to use it to try and climb back into a game. That's pretty much all that 3-point play is used for.
Right.
We'll go
Go
back
down my 9 points real quick too.
Yeah, absolutely. So since he asked who makes a jump, who falls? I mean, the obvious one's Ojabo with the injury.
And Williamson.
Charles Cross.
Charles Cross might be falling on just his value.
Yeah. And to me, I see that fall being from like 6 to like, if he's there for Pittsburgh at 20, I think they have to take him.
I'm going to go Stingley. I think Daryl Stingley's falling down a little bit.
He is falling.
And Derek Stingley's going to fall. Yeah.
Thibodeau fell, and now they're trying to boost him back up with the media coverage. But I still think Thibodeau is going to fall out of the top 10.
Yeah. Yeah, like Stingley was a really good one. I like that one a lot.
Well, see, I was just talking about that, Jim. That's the NFL is using the USFL. It's the same refs. They're what's his name? The guy I can't remember his damn name. The ref that's always in the booth with people.
Oh,
he's the head of the referee.
Dean Blandino.
Blandino.
I think it's Blandino. Yeah.
Yeah, he's running the refs. So I think it's a training ground for the refs right now, and to break in new rules,
which would be nice.
Yeah.
Yes, it would be nice to have refs that are actually trained to be a ref.
Yeah.
Then again, like the way the schedule, the way they planned around the USFL, like the time frame that they have it at, is that at least that they have it at a decent time frame because it's like right around. It's like right.
Well, that's going to vary by country. It's going to be in every country, so
yeah.
This is a huge experiment, putting it in every country. And the fact is, Italy and Spain and all those guys love football. They've been digging for this, man. So
and then once
Alaska.
training camp.
Alaska's
to me, the only
thing. I'm kidding. Shit.
The only issue that I have with the USFL so far is I wish they would have gone a little bit sooner. Just because you're getting your week 3 or 4, like the middle of your season is going to be NFL draft.
Right.
And so it's like push it so your championship's kind of coming right before, like make it so your season's right after the Super Bowl to right before.
Well, the way it is the championship's going to tie up that dead zone.
Yeah.
Real dead zone just before preseason games.
Or to me, start it right after the draft, that kind of stuff. Like,
well, I was going to say real quick, like if the other sport, I'm not going to say the word, the other sport didn't end their lockout, it would have helped the USFL that much more because it'll give something that those fans something to watch, you know.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say on that. Go ahead, Alec.
It also ends like right before training camp starts. I think because I think like the championship is like June, right?
Mm-hmm.
June-ish.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. The way it's supposed to work out is right after the championship, you should be able to go right into preseason football and whatever in the NFL.
Yeah, because we're like
I drew a blank, man. I was just
I saw the gears turning and then just slowly stop. Like,
tight ends. Tight ends.
Yeah.
Tight ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, because usually like May or June is usually like that dead time frame. So like that kind of helps.
May through July, man, it's dead. I mean, when you
at least July, you get like training, like inside training camp and stuff like that.
But that's training camp literally starts the last week of July. You don't see training camp till the last week of July.
Right.
Like
it goes through August.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to deal with that other sport.
Yeah.
Didn't say it.
I don't have to now. I got football.
Yeah.
Even then, I would go out to Pittsburgh, right here, down here by the FBI station, and just watch them practice.
Yeah,
I Jones for. I went in Baltimore. I went out to what's the name of that place? Wherever it is, where Baltimore Ravens practice. So he went out there a few times.
Oh, well, they practice at Are you laughing at me?
No, they're laughing because I muted it.
Oh.
Secret Seas. Uh-oh.
Ha ha! Caught ya.
That's like the second or third time you tried to sneak in.
Okay.
All right. Is it time for our draft?
Don't forget to watch USFL Tampa Bay Bandits against the
Pittsburgh Maulers. Yeah.
Pittsburgh. Bucks and Steelers.
Yeah.
Yep. Bucks and Steelers.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah.
I think doesn't it lead off with them?
No, they're the last game.
They're the last game of
the
week?
Look at the schedule.
I had the schedule and had them as the first. This is a different one.
Well, this is the weekly schedule. This is the overall schedule for the Bandits. It starts off with Birmingham and Philly.
Well, then the Bandits will be the last game on Sunday then.
Yeah.
So Peacock channel.
It's 2 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday, right?
Yes. Yep. What channel? The Peacock channel?
Yep.
Whip out your Peacock if you want to see the Bandits and Maulers play Sunday night.
Damn, Golden Knights.
That's quite the beatdown.
Hell yeah, it's quite the beat. And Calgary's a good team too. So
yeah, very good team.
Yeah.
I'd put them second in the West right now.
All right, it's that time.
All right.
I'll let you explain it.
All right, so like I said before, we're drafting the teams for their seasons. So whoever gets the first pick, I'm assuming is probably going to pick the Bucks. So say
Unless
Johnny gets
the
first pick. I might pick the Bucks just to piss all you guys off. We'll see. So say you want this shit explained or not? Yeah, so say Johnny picks the Bucks. Every win the Bucks get this season, including playoffs, Johnny gets a point. So we'll each get 4 NFC teams, 4 AFC teams. We'll go throughout the entire season, keep track of all the points, and then just whoever wins. There's nothing really on the line here other than bragging rights. We'll do it alongside our weekly picks. Keep track of those as well. Me and Johnny tied those last year. So, yeah, we'll go round by round. I've got an app here. It's just a randomizer. I'll turn that light off so maybe you can see it better. I'll spin it, and then I got it set so, like, say I get the first pick. I can't get the first pick again for these 4 rounds. So everyone kind of gets their chance here. And once the pick's decided, so Johnny gets first pick, then it's clockwise. We're just going to do that order just to make things easier. So I will spin for the first pick here. And Alec gets the first pick.
Gee.
I see
All
that.
right.
Well, he loses his pick then, doesn't he? Like, if he can't.
No hate. Let's see.
This is NFC only,
First
Alec.
pick.
So.
Yeah, NFC only.
Pick. NFC
I might as well
only.
write it down.
Ooh. I'm not gonna be that person.
Yeah, you are. Just do it.
No,
Don't be an idiot.
Come on, do it.
I'm gonna go with the Bucks.
There we go.
Oh, shocker. Wow.
I want to
I
go
can't believe-
Rams. I want to go Rams so badly, but
Well, it's too late.
Okay,
Right, dude.
well, since you
Sounds
took the
like
Bucks, I'll take the
anyway.
Rams. I was
Wait a
going to take
minute.
whichever team.
There you go.
whichever team you didn't take, so I'm taking the Rams.
Oh, you jerk.
To me, those are the only two real teams in the NFC this year.
wow.
I'm taking Green Bay.
All right.
Okay.
I know Rodgers is going to win me at least 13 games. So
All right, Ben.
Oh man, I'm going Eagles.
Oh, wow.
that's a shocker.
Yes, Eagles.
Ben don't give a shit about no NFC. He wants to hurry up and get the AFC so he can get the Raiders.
Yeah. All right. So,
Randomizer time. Wait a minute. We got to do this right.
yeah.
There we go.
So, Alec, you can now get the first pick again. So,
Alrighty.
the second round, Johnny.
Oh.
Woo-hoo.
Oh.
All right.
We've already gotten rid of the Bucks.
Rams, Bucks, Packers, Eagles, all gone.
I'm going to take the 49ers.
Shit. That was. I had them ranked as my fourth team in the NFC this year.
All right.
All right. What you got, rookie?
I'm gonna go. Come on, Ben. We're gonna go. I'm gonna shock everybody right now.
You're going to take.
I'm going Lions.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Okay.
He's trying to lose.
I'll tell you now. They were in my second to last round.
Oh, that's about right.
Yeah.
All
right,
righty.
Alec.
Come on, Proby.
No, it's Flutie Flute.
No, Proby. You're still.
Proby.
You ain't getting away from that shit, dude.
He's picking the Bucks again.
San Francisco 49ers.
No,
He can't.
do it.
Alex
Already
took it.
gone.
Oh, God.
I need to see a list. Show me the list. Show me the list
All right.
of names. I need to see the names.
So,
All right.
Rams,
Packers.
Packers, Eagles, Bucks, Niners, Lions gone.
All right. Arizona.
All right.
Arizona.
Without a quarterback.
Yup. Without a quarterback.
All right.
Lions.
They're already gone, dude.
Yeah.
Who the freak took the Giants?
Ben.
Oh, you said the Giants?
Yeah.
I
Fuck
said
no.
Lions.
No. As much as I hate to do it, though, I am gonna go the Cowboys.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
want the Cowboys, but they're gonna win a bunch of games. So.
Okay. Round number
All
3.
right. So me or Ben for the first pick now.
It's actually a squirrel, Andrew.
Ben, you get the first pick. I'm okay with having the first pick in the last round. I do not want.
Okay. I'm going Vikings.
Ah, you jerk. You finally got one. Vikings.
All
Chicago
right,
Bears.
Alec. Wow, they were in my last round.
Eat one.
Who are you taking?
He took the
Chicago
Bears.
Oh, I didn't even hear him mumbling over
My
there.
bad. I'll say that. I'll yell it next time. I want to piss it
All
off.
right. I'm sticking in the NFC East. I'm going Washington.
I guess I'll be a traitor and I'll go with the Saints.
I was waiting for one of you guys to pick in division.
Say it louder for Andrew.
I said Saints, Andrew.
There's 4 very bad teams left.
Oh, you go first this time, right? There you go.
Yeah. So there's Falcons, Giants, Panthers, Seahawks left. Not taking the Seahawks. I'm not taking the Giants. I will go with the Panthers.
Ooh, over the Falcons. That's shocking.
It's because of that defense.
Oh, you're gonna piss off Kyle.
Well, I guess I'm going to go Falcons.
Yeah. I was like, I have to take the defense here.
Damn, I got 2 NFC South teams. And
Yeah.
didn't get the Bucks.
All right,
Don't
rookie.
do it, Ben. Don't do it. Oh,
I'm going Giants.
So, based on my rankings, Alec has the 2 worst teams in the NFC. I had the Bears and Seahawks at the very bottom. I think the Bears are going full tank mode this year to reset next year.
Absolutely.
oh
Absolutely.
great.
All right, so to recap, I have the Rams, Cowboys, Commanders, Panthers.
Hold on a
Johnny has
second.
the-
Hold on
Okay.
a second. I got to write this shit down.
I was just going to take a picture and send it to the group chat.
All right, that'll work.
Yeah. All right, yeah, so I have Rams, Cowboys, Commanders, Panthers. Johnny has the Packers, 49ers, Saints, and Falcons. I really like that group. Well, the top 2 at least. Yeah, 2 of the top 5 teams. Ben has the Eagles, Lions, Vikings, Giants. And Alec has the Bucks, Cardinals, Bears, and Seahawks.
Punishment.
Well, if the Cardinals play as they usually do, he'll gather some wins anyway.
It's just
Yeah.
the Seahawks. It's not gonna get me shit.
Yeah,
And the Bears aren't getting you shit either. Sorry, dude.
right.
I'll
Hey.
get like 3. Okay, I'll get like 3 wins. That's about it.
From each of those 2 teams. You
Okay,
might
hey.
get 3 teams combined between those 2 teams, honestly.
You know,
All right.
Ben picked the Lions just to keep them away from you.
I honestly,
No.
I wasn't taking them until the 3rd round. I have them
Thank
ranked
you, Andrew.
12th in the conference.
There you go, Andrew. That's
I have them as
6
the
for
worst
me.
team in the 3rd round.
That's 6. 6 from them, and then
Bears, no, 6 to 8 wins,
And then-
absolutely not.
2 from
No.
Seattle. I feel like 2 wins.
3
Maybe
to 4
more
wins
wins,
for the
maybe more
Bears. 2 to 3 wins from Seattle. Both those
he-
teams are bad this year.
You know what? Here's the hoping.
Wait till next week. The AFC is going to be battling itself so friggin' bad. It's going to be hard to choose.
You're gonna get a great pick in the 3rd round next week.
Yeah, but they're going to be battling each other, so there's going to be some losses in the AFC, dude.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, look at the AFC West just by itself, man. They're going to beat the hell out of each other, man.
But that might still be 4 playoff teams. You might get
Well, they gotta win some of those games.
See,
Yeah.
I got to be honest with you. I kind of like where I'm at in this NFC group. You know why? Because you can have the Lions and Vikings get like 7 wins, 7 to 8
the
wins.
Vikings might steal that division this year.
They could, yeah. And then the Eagles can win 10 games.
Ooh,
You know,
Andrew's
Giants-
shooting at you, man.
No.
no, hell no. No. See, it's great that Alec has the Bucks and who was the second one? The Bucks and Cardinals. But it gets even when it goes down to the Seahawks and Bears. though.
Yeah.
So you might.
I was hoping I could avoid the Seahawks, but I guess
Andrew, he's got Justin Fields has 1 receiver, no offensive line, a
Yeah.
running back that can't stay healthy,
Mhm.
no defensive line now that Khalil Mack's gone.
well,
Yeah,
those are my 2
Roquan
wins.
Smith is a good linebacker, and Eddie Jackson's becoming an overrated safety, and 1 good young corner. Like that's not a 6-win team. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Stay tuned, guys. You're about to see a presence from Andrew.
Especially when we play the AFC East this year.
At our time.
You're not getting no.
Mona bringing it again.
Wow. New head coach, new system. That steals 2 right there. 2 off the
I think he means to say 2 off the Lions. They're not sweeping anyone in that division this year.
The crazy part is he said 3 wins in a division. I don't think that's 3.
No, that's not
I don't see
happening.
him beating the Lions. The Lions and Packers.
I think
Actually, I don't see it being all. No, never mind. I don't see it being.
I see them stealing. I think 2 in the division and 2 outside the division. I'll give them.
That'll
4.
probably be like towards the end of the season.
When we talk about the Bears, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll have a borderline heated discussion. That's what Canadians have.
A kerfuffle. What kind of sexual position is that? Alec?
I don't know.
Or Andrew. Who's on top, Alec or Andrew?
Hey, whatever happens in Andrew's basement with him and Alex is their business.
You're goddamn right it is.
They're midget clowns.
They can play the skin flute any way they want to.
That's right. It's just an offensive lineman protecting his quarterback. That's all.
Him and their midget clown.
You're not supposed to pancake block your own quarterback there, Alex.
Shit.
Sit, hike. Omaha.
Oh my shit!
There was no under center. It was full shotgun.
Okay. Anyway, Bucks and Bills will be in the Super Bowl. I know the Bucks.
That'd be a great matchup.
No, the Bucks.
Oh,
I don't know about the Bills.
I'm not gonna lie, that's the match.
He's here. He's
here.
I told you guys. Talk to me.
It's full time.
Before he starts, what substances have you partaken in?
Give me my
When the Bears are getting 6 wins.
ponytail. I'm getting into this later. I need my
Oh gosh, here we go.
ponytail.
Get ready, guys.
Oh, he's got to put his hair up first, guys.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to look good for your guys' show. This is a professional show. So make me let me put my Aaron Rodgers hair away here. Sorry.
Oh, don't do that. No.
Sorry, my ayahuasca is finally kicked in.
No.
I'm sorry.
All kinds of green trees. Yeah, maybe.
Me? Green trees? What? Do you not see the color of my eyes? It matches my beard. I wake up. I smoke excellence. I mean, piss excellence. However you say it, whatever it is. Let's honestly. What are we even talking about here? That you actually think that the Lions somehow hold even a candle to the Bears?
Hold on.
Answer me this.
Hold on.
Answer me this.
Everybody, just hold on just a second.
What are you smoking? What are they?
What is
throwing
I have
over
to
there?
do this. I have to do this by law.
What's law?
Please stand by. The show will leave the rails now.
Okay, back to this. Andrew.
Yep.
How many games did the Bears win last year?
6.
How many? Was it 6?
Yeah.
It was 7.
Oh,
They're 6
You
and 11.
lose Khalil Mack.
Yeah.
You have one receiver, no offensive line.
And haven't
Montgomery
done
can't
anything
stay
to make themselves
healthy.
better.
Montgomery.
Bryce Caleb. You've only got one good corner.
You want to talk about unhealthy running backs, Mr. Alex Loosemore?
We have a fucking offensive line, thank you very
No,
much.
this is very true. I will give you an offensive line. What else?
I give David Montgomery the edge as a running
We've
back.
got a better receiving core.
How dare you? First of all, I'm
You have the better number one receiver, and then you have nothing else behind it.
They lost Al Robinson. So
Yeah. Where did they get number 39? That's
Yeah,
a trade
like
up.
the 10th receiver.
What if they trade out to Detroit or right to Cincy and they say, hey,
Cincinnati's going the best offensive lineman available. So
I mean, but they can get that at 39.
No, they can't. No, they can't.
Yeah, let's be real here. Okay.
Cam Jurgens is number 20 here at 31.
Let's talk like the tight end here. Okay, you got Hockey. He's cool. Komet is going to be fucking awesome, though. I'm just saying.
Komet does not hold a candle to Hawkinson.
How dare
He doesn't. Come on.
How
It is
come
not
on.
close.
Listen, you're comparing Iowa to Notre Dame, and that is just a fucking that right there is hypocrisy.
Yeah, when it comes to tight ends, Iowa kills Notre Dame. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna pretend you didn't even say that. Next, let's get to the defense. Your decrepit defense, where you
What the hell do the Bears have left?
Jeff Okuda,
Amani Oruwariye, best corner on the two teams.
I'm so glad that you can say his name now. First of all, round of applause, everybody, to my co-host here, Alex Minnesota. Can actually say the corner's name. I can't say that guy's name to save my life.
Amoye. How long did you practice to say that?
It's the same amount of time that I tried to practice Vita Vea's full name. About 5 minutes, 2 joints, and I was fucking done with that. No, Kim tried it, and it was like, oh. I just started singing the intro to Lilo and Stitch. It was like, oh, yeah. That was awesome.
That was why I was so glad to have Joe Try on. And then they added the Shoyanka to it, and I had to learn that.
Speaking of edge rushers, at least Chicago has one. What do you have? Who do you have?
Romeo Okwara is better than Robert Quinn.
They'll have Aiden Hutchinson.
Robert Quinn had a great year last year. But now he's got nobody across from him.
First of all, when they drafted Justin Fields, which is, first of all, like, should be the number one, like, deciding factor in this whole thing, is Chicago actually has.
He's gonna have 1.5 seconds to throw the ball.
He's got an offensive lineman that they took in the second round last year to help defend him. He got injured.
He's got 1 tackle and nobody else. Thank you very much.
Fields is going to be sitting out the whole season trying to get traded to another friggin' team.
At least the goofball can hold the ball for 6 seconds and wait for somebody to get open.
And then you dare you. Now listen to me. At least Chicago has their quarterback they are building around, and they don't have to wait till Detroit 2024 to draft their future.
The Lions are doing the right thing and building the roster before the quarterback.
Oh, well, because we knew that there were. I'm not saying we as the Chicago.
You're running out of vowels there.
I owe and fuck. But listen. Darnell Mooney, we cannot take out, and obviously is better than Amon-Ra St. Brown and Quentin Cyphers together. So you want to talk about that?
First of all, it's Cephas.
Whatever. Cephas, Star Trek, who cares? All right? It doesn't matter. And all that matters is this draft pick right here. Whatever friggin' and number 48. I forgot
what about 2, 32, and 34?
You're not getting a wide receiver. You've already even stated that. There's no reason for you to
get
a wide receiver.
I think at 34 you are getting a receiver.
You get it. You're getting a wide receiver at 34.
I can see it.
There's too many defensive holes that you have. Chicago at least has like opportunities with this defense. Your defense has Jeffrey.
Yeah, you have opportunities because you have holes everywhere now. You have no defensive tackles. You have 1 edge rusher.
Where the hell
is outside linebackers?
Where the hell is
1 corner? You have 1 safety.
Where the hell is Chicago 1524 Sports? Where's Fat Mike? I need him into at least this defense here. Get a little bit of respect because your safeties are better in Chicago. Your corner system is way better in Chicago.
No, it's not. No, it is not. Jalen Johnson. So the Lions have the better number 1 corner. Oruwariye over Jalen Johnson. Don't even come at me with that. Amani Oruwariye was a shutdown corner and was like 2nd or 3rd in the league in interceptions. So Oruwariye over Jalen Johnson. Sam Oliver versus UConn Cornelius. Anyways,
hold the hell.
So number 1 corner is better. The overall corner room in Detroit is better. The defensive backs coaches are better in Detroit.
They have youth on that thing. It's like the Jets. Their quarterbacks are essentially the Jets. It's a bunch of guys who can just do the job. And then you look at this into Eddie.
They didn't do it very well last year.
Come on. Like
Eddie Jackson's better than any safety Detroit has, but Eddie Jackson is still overrated.
You can't even start. First of all, let me just state this. First of all, before we go any further, everybody who is liking or is watching this better like and share and fucking follow NFL Edition and Bucks Report here, first of all, because this is what is going on here. If you guys like this, 2 guys, 1 football, I think is fucking hilarious right now. That's
pretty good.
The fact that Johnny and Ben and your new compadre Doug Flutie wannabe there, Mr. Alec, have all decided to give me this, proper floor has been absolutely acceptable, and I appreciate it. But the fact that you have there's unrefutable evidence to support the fact that Eddie Jackson alone, with the corners that the Bears have, would sit there and do better than what your Bears currently have lined up.
You said you wanted 1252. He's been saying all year Eddie Jackson's overrated as fuck. So yeah, let's bring him on.
Okay, fair enough. That is fair enough. But he also has no faith whatsoever in Justin Fields. Okay, he's just a very mad, upset Bears fan. So we can't take that into.
I have no faith in Justin Fields either. I think he sucks.
He's got nobody to protect him and nobody to throw to. I feel for Justin Fields.
Listen,
I do.
I love the fact that Eberflus. I love the fact that Eberflus is going to be his head coach. Eberflus is going to give him the best possibility going forward because the fact that he is a defensive-minded coach, so he can use the youth and the talent that is already in existence on this team and take these picks right here and grab a wide receiver and another lineman that are inevitably going to fall, and there's your offense for a year. Cole Kmet, 2 wide receivers, David Montgomery, Khalil Herbert, and a freaking quarterback, which, no offense, your offensive line can block for Jared Goff all it wants, but it'll throw you to CJ Stroud, and that's all it's going to do. That's all it's going to do. Bring your co-host.
Okay, can we talk? No, not yet.
By the way, I love this man.
In that defense.
I love this man. Just in case everybody here think I don't. Like, we love each other. We haven't been able to do this since we worked with each other. We don't do this on our show because we agree on our show, and I hate it. This is awesome.
So let's just talk about some of these Bears defensive players that are no longer on the team. We'll start interior. You lost all your defensive tackles: Akeem Hicks, Eddie Goldman, Bilal Nichols, all gone. Your edge rusher, you lost Khalil Mack, your best defensive player, gone. Your linebackers, your starters are still there. You've got you got Roquan Smith still there. Okay. Your corners, you got Jalen Johnson and pretty much nobody else. That's why they're going to do better than the Bears. Thank you. You're helping my argument here. You're helping my argument here.
Now you got my wife all worked up. Even she's being like, what the fuck, man? No, it's Dan Campbell, dude. It's Dan.
And that's why
get out of here.
The Lions, the over-under for the Lions is set at 6 wins. I would call that a push. I'd say the Lions at 6 wins.
Okay.
I don't know what the Bears over-under is, but to me, I don't see more than 4. I don't. You'll get 2 in the division. I legitimately think you'll get the Lions at home and the Vikings at home. I don't see them winning on the road with that team. I don't.
I see them sweeping the Lions and the Vikings. That's just me, but okay.
I know the Vikings are much better than people are giving them credit for this year.
Fuck the Vikings.
There's a good chance they win the division this year. Just wait.
Didn't you hear Sammy Watkins?
Yeah, so Aaron Rodgers has a number 3 receiver to throw to. Great. But then the rest of the schedule, you play the AFC East. The Bears might beat the Jets. Might. I don't remember if it's home or away. If it's in New York, they're not winning it.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even know who you are anymore.
Robert Saleh's going to have it
anymore.
No,
you are not even. This is not my.
And then, you're sure as hell not beating the Bills, Dolphins, or Patriots. Kiss those 3 goodbye. Absolutely not.
I mean, yeah. But the Bills did lose to the Jaguars last year, 9-6. So, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then they added by getting Von Miller. So
yeah.
And then the NFC, you play the East.
See the Jets. So there's 4 right
there. Okay, so we'll say, to me, 1 against the Lions, 1 against the Vikings, the Jets, and the Giants. You're not beating the Cowboys. You're not beating the Eagles.
They can beat the Eagles.
No, they can't.
They can beat the Eagles.
Absolutely not.
They can totally beat the Eagles.
The Eagles are a 10-win team this year.
The Eagles are a borderline playoff team. And the Bears could definitely
with the NFC how weak it is this year, the Eagles are a 10-win playoff team. and probably the 6th seed.
I love this.
Man.
That's good.
Yeah,
No,
I see 4 wins. I will give 4. I will not give any more.
I'm gonna say 6. We'll see. You know what? I will take you up on that bet, and I will take you up on the Zion being available at 27. I will take you up on both of those bets this year. I will bet you. What do we got here? Because you got the Scotty Miller helmet of mine that you got from Auction of Champions. Shout out to them. So that means that I would have to get 2 Auction of Champion Lion gears for you. So like a mini helmet. So I would have to do my study. So yeah. So we're gonna put up Auction of Champion little thing trinkets like that because I've been looking.
All
at
right.
those. So we'll do those 2 for those guys right there.
All right.
Yeah, Zion Johnson being available at 27, and this fuck. No, I'm just kidding.
Now, are you saying the Bears over the Lions or Bears at 6 wins?
Bears at 6 wins.
Okay.
And if it happens to be 6 wins, then it means I win. No push on the 6. Make it 5.5 then. Don't you do that betting shit to me. Don't you Harry the Greek me. Shout out to Harry the Greek. Much love to you too. Now, yeah, I was gonna say, Johnny, bring your other co-hosts in here because I miss all these guys.
Your draft.
All right.
That was great, guys. That was fantastic.
Man, you know what? Alec in the comments was great too. That was funny as fuck.
I couldn't keep up with him, man.
Oh man,
him and his love butter and his flute.
Love butter. Wow.
Already finished up. Quick one.
A quickie.
The 2 pump jump over there. 2 pump jump Proby.
Flutie was a 2 pump jump.
You really want
Yeah, douche Flutie over here. 2 pump jump.
And Ben's like, oh shit, am I back on? Oh, hi.
Oh. Don Corleone over here.
He had both his hands above the table.
Johnny.
Holy shit.
Johnny.
Wow.
Hat backward.
Huh?
Hat backward. Alec, hat's backward. Let's do this. Hat backward.
Yes.
All right.
It's after dark.
Yep.
After dark. Come on, Johnny.
All right.
All the way so that we got to get a snip, like a little clip picture. There we go. And we got to
Johnny.
212.
My head looks just as bald this way as it does without that.
Hey, well, your head looks fucking slanted too, like.
Oh, guys, you're not supposed to do that to Johnny. Like, but yeah, he's gonna put that back. But at least we mark it at 212 so we can flip that. Thank you.
I'm going back as well.
Oh, straight vodka.
Okay, I got to hear from everybody here.
So that's what you were on
Wait.
then, the vodka.
Wait a minute. Man, who won that?
Won what? That argument?
Yeah.
Yeah, Santa versus Yukon.
Boy, it's close, but you know what? I got to go Andrew. He turned me on with that hat backwards. Man, I'm sorry.
Alec?
I'll have to go with Santa.
Get that lightning fan out of
Let's go.
I'm going with Santa too, just because I hate the Bears. And I think they're a worthless team.
Let's go. Whoa,
They are a
worthless. Damn.
national treasure.
Damn. The
Basket,
Seahawks this
Andrew.
year are worthless. The Seahawks this year are worthless.
The Seahawks literally want to make sure that they have the first overall pick next year. Like that's
Yeah.
that's just what it is.
I think we can all agree on that. The Seahawks should probably have the worst record in football this year, unless Jacksonville goes for the trifecta.
Or the Jets. Or the Jets.
Well, Seattle
And
will
who
really
has the
shoot themselves in the
Seahawks?
foot if they go with a quarterback at number 9. So
Yeah, at least you got stuck with the Seahawks, Proby. At
Yep.
least you didn't pick them.
And the Bears.
Watch the Seahawks get Baker Mayfield.
On Thursday.
Watch
So,
the Seahawks get Baker Mayfield. He's all healthy and shit. He goes out there and plays well.
And they still lose
And
14
they win
And
games.
they still
games,
lose because
yeah.
they don't have anybody to play with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Same
watch
thing,
it.
same thing as Justin Fields, right?
Drew Lock will be the answer. Drew Lock will be like Nick Foles for the
Yeah,
Eagles.
the answer to get the first overall pick.
32nd overall
Alex,
pick. He'll
quick
Nick
question,
Foles
though.
himself.
who gets more wins, the Bears or the Seahawks?
The Bears.
Bears.
Yep.
By one.
Yeah.
I can legitimately see the Seahawks going 2-15 this year.
And the Bears going 4-13.
4-13. That's what I've got for those two.
Yeah.
6-11. 6-11.
No.
I can't wait for my 2 pieces of Lions gear.
That'd be like a championship season
Now-
for them, dude.
No, wait, I have a question. So is it 1 piece of gear for each?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And it
I
could
can't
be-
wait for at least 1 piece of Lions gear.
Yeah.
'Cause that's a lock.
This fucking guy.
I didn't
I
know
just
you
wanna-
specified what kind
Wait,
of gear
if
you
Andrew
got.
wins, what does Andrew get?
He's already
Andrew
got
gets
me
a Saints
a,
uniform.
he already got me a Scotty Miller.
Yeah,
Scotty Miller. What?
Saints
Scotty
helmet.
Miller signed helmet here.
Oh yeah, see
It's
that?
a mini helmet, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
my
pretty
baby.
cool. That's cool.
Yeah. And then, so if he wins both, then he gets something else too.
You want to know what the thing I'm most scared about, Alex? And I'm
What's that?
going to say this live so that I don't ever have to say it again. In the new dynasty league that we created, I know everybody voted that we have to have like whoever finishes the worst like has a punishment. And I don't give a fuck. I'm not wearing a Saints jersey.
Oh, and you better believe it. If you
man.
come in last,
Yes.
you're
Yes.
wearing.
Yes,
Never
he
gonna
is.
do it.
Yes, he is.
I will
I will-
literally
I will
trade.
push for you to wear a Saints jersey on a show.
Man
I-
up, Andrew.
Yes.
I've
I
had to
will
wear a
push
Saints
for that.
jersey.
Just-
I have.
Jameis
I've had-
Winston, number 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus Winston Saints jersey, yes. Oh my God, that's gonna
I
be a
hate you
punishment.
even more.
I gotta write this
Oh, I
down.
know.
Alvin Stomp a Bitch Kamara.
Oh,
Number
no.
2.
No, it's gotta be the Winston.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be the way.
It's gotta.
I didn't even.
It's
think
either
of that.
Winston or Drew Brees. It's got to be one of those two.
Oh dear God.
Who's your
It's got to
daddy?
be the quarterback.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna puke.
Although, and he has to wear a Sean Payton visor. Yeah.
on
that.
Can you imagine him? Can you imagine him wearing a Winston jersey and everybody start ragging him about
Buddy,
fanatic?
No, I would trade every pick, everything I had. I would trade a toe. I wouldn't even care. I would do everything to finish just like
JPP.
I would literally trade everything just to make sure I didn't finish dead last, like 100p. I'd even toss $100 to the person and be like, nah, man, you take the punishment. Just throw your team.
You can always get Archie Manning jersey and just say it was before all the stupid shit.
I would
Yeah.
wear an Archie Manning one, like for sure. Like there's certain ones that like I would bring in my house. Like I hate the Bruins. I detest the Bruins. But if you told me it was a signed Bobby Orr jersey, I mean, there's a spot on my wall for something like that. Like,
Absolutely, yeah.
Wait,
110%.
So
Okay, how about this one? What jersey would you rather wear? A Saints jersey or a Bruins jersey?
Or a Maple Leafs jersey.
Oh, Maple Leafs,
Oh,
100%. No, Maple
You'd
Leafs.
rather
100%.
wear the Maple Leafs?
Oh, 100%. 110%.
Gross.
Okay, then Saints or Bruins? Come on, take.
To be 110%, I would probably wear the Saints jersey before I'd wear a Bruins jersey.
Yes, I knew you would. I knew you'd say the
Yeah.
Saints. Yeah.
Like I really do hate Boston Bruins.
Saints or Penguins? Saints or Penguins?
That's cool. Ooh.
Mario Lemieux.
I was going to say no Lemieux. No Lemieux. He's got to wear. How about,
Yager?
I'd probably Yager? Yeah, no, Yager I would for sure. If it was Crosby or like a Breeze, I think at that point I'd probably just put the bullet to my head.
What about Fleury? Marc-Andre Fleury.
110%. 110%.
Okay.
Only because Kim will eventually hear this. And yeah.
Okay.
Douche Flute, are you moving something around over there?
Me?
Nope, that's Ben, I think. Oh,
No.
Oh,
I
No,
love how
my
we're-
answer's right here.
No,
I think
hey.
it's Alec.
no.
It's Alec.
No,
Nope.
dude, it wasn't me, eh?
No, it was mine. It was my wife.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
She had to get snacks.
Schmacks.
That's acceptable then. That's acceptable.
So if
Now
I
you
went,
got
if
them,
I,
give me donut.
when I place last, what's my punishment?
It's in our league. It would just be whatever we all decide.
Yeah, the league gets to decide.
Watch me the fucking Winston jersey too. I ain't paying for it. I hope you know that shit.
No, it would be something like it would be something that either the whole like every year, whatever it would be. Like if it would be
Wait,
something
how'd
that
that
we
work?
got.
I mean, y'all are in Canada. I'm in freaking.
It would be like
It
a
would-
single.
We'd ship it to you,
Yeah.
and then you'd put it on.
Same thing as
Or-
if you
I got
won
you back.
the. Yeah,
I
same
got
thing if
one.
you won-
Like
the year.
What if you
the
broke?
championship.
What if you did you broke a law in Singapore? Could we do that for Alec?
Oh, I'm not doing that. I did that once, never again. Scariest fucking day of my life.
I
You lost the bet.
I would say to have them put a post up about liking tight ends and liking it. You know, but Alec.
Yeah, but people will believe it. You know, I don't.
No.
That's too easy.
Well, I'm saying if it was Alec, he'd enjoy it. He'd probably try.
Oh yeah, I mean, we got to do something you can enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why the Winston Saints jersey for both these guys
Vegas,
to me is.
And then Ben can Will Smith my ass.
Oh, please.
Why do you want him to Will Smith your ass, dude?
Yeah, why do you want
I know.
Rookie to spank you?
Dude,
Kyle's gonna be
Alec,
very
you're not my
upset about
type.
that.
You're not my type, Alec. I mean, with all due respect.
Kyle's going to be
I'm
very
your-
jealous if he doesn't get that treatment in Detroit.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm your pimp, Alec. All right, when you come to Vegas, I'm your pimp. All right, you're my.